that overlay, so now I can see chat while I play the game.
Yes.
And then they can hear you as well.
Yes.
I'm gonna finish off my tea before I begin.
No, you need to soothe your throat while you play.
Yes. Yes, I do. Honestly, I might at some point make some more because that was really good.
Right.
So Owen, because you're currently the one here, do we want to do, what do we want to do for a game mode? I'm particularly good.
You're not streaming your screen over Discord anymore, by the by.
I'm not. Let's fix that. Maybe it went down for too long. Hold on.
Perhaps.
Now it should be working.
There we go.
The hardest mode. Well, that's a big old maybe. Hold on. It's probably gonna keep doing that because the Long Dark doesn't like it when I switch back to Streamlabs.
Right.
The hardest mode? No, that we will not be on. We will not live long.
Yeah.
The hardest mode is if we did like Interloper, and that is so goddamn brutal.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, like Stalker's difficult. But Interloper is you do not play the game for long. There's an achievement for living one day in Interloper.
No, Interloper's hard as shit.
Yeah. I don't really want to do a
it.
challenge run per se. What were you saying?
No, I love this game, but like, man, if you play on Interloper, it's damn near impossible.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't really played through the story, so we could do that, but
The story for the first little bit, it really holds your hand through the game mechanics.
that's true. I don't need that. Let's just play good old survival. We'll play. Do we do Stalker or Voyager?
Well, Stalker seems more your level of skill, but Voyager does have the better animal.
The owl.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, we'll probably play on Voyager.
Yeah, not too stressful.
Yeah. This is a low key one. The real question is, where do we want to start?
That is the real question. You know me, I'm a fan of Lighthouse.
I not Bleak Inlet. No, that's brutal as fuck. I could start Desolation Point.
That's a good lighthouse.
That is a good lighthouse.
Coastal Highway. Damn it, Lighthouse on mine. Coastal Highway isn't a bad one.
No, Coastal Highway's not bad. So I know I've talked to you about this because we are mutual players of this game. But most of my latest runs of Long Dark have been just how long I can survive in in the places that I don't play.
Right.
So I did like a 30 days in Mystery Lake. I did it 30 days in Pleasant Valley. I hated that.
Yeah, Pleasant Valley's not super.
No, I fucking hate Pleasant Valley. And I just did a 30 days in Timberwolf Mountain, which wasn't that bad.
Have you done one in what's it called? Is it like Forlorn Muskeg? Yeah, there it is.
Forlorn Muskeg.
Muskeg's rough.
That's the funny thing about Forlorn Muskeg. I haven't done it because I always end up at Forlorn Muskeg a lot. I'll do Forlorn Muskeg if we want to see it.
Man, it's just so watery.
It is. Sure, we'll do Forlorn Muskeg. I always ever play as female, and we can take all my badges because I've earned these.
Isaac White says railroad. Zoom. There's a railroad tracks in like all of them, Isaac.
Yeah, there is. There is a railroad in this one here. We'll name this one Wine. All right. Some good old fashioned, the Long Dark.
Old fashioned. That sounds nice.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna have to see where I am to start. I don't know. Breakfast of Champions. Thank Kurt. Well, we started near a railroad, so that's lucky.
Yeah.
Zoom. Oh, Isaac, I'm gonna have to ask you, how well can you hear Owen over like the game? Is it overwhelming, or is it just like that's not too bad? Also, luckily, because we're on Voyager, there's not too many wolves. You hear them just fine? Alright, cool. Yeah, because Forlorn Muskeg loves wolves.
It does.
Yeah,
Man, it's such like a muskeg is not where you want to be to survive.
No.
It's rough.
Especially one that's forlorn.
Yeah.
He sounds kind of goofy, but that might just be him. That might just be Discord.
Right, well, thanks for calling me goofy. Hey, yuck.
Oh, yuck. Yeah. Discord, I'm picking up Discord audio, which isn't always the most reliable. I think I can technically enable like an overlay so you can see like when he's talking, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, he'll probably just be able to tell when I talk.
Yeah. It's not like you sound incredibly similar to me.
Yeah. I'm my own man with my own voice.
Yes.
And if they think I'm you, all the better. I'll imagine all the gags.
Oh, I know. We'll talk we'll say the exact same things.
Oh.
That'd be great. Alright, so the shitty thing about starting in Forlorn Muskeg is there are no like good places to get things.
Yeah.
The broken rail trains are my best bet, but they're not good chances.
No. Like, you gotta get your immediate survival shit.
Yeah, like clothes. Mostly clothes.
Sleeping bag would be helpful.
I think I start... Yeah, it's Voyager, so I start with one.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not Interloper, where you don't even start with a sleeping bag. I think I see a dead... I think I see a dead deer over there, so there's potential food. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, perfect. We found coal.
It's so funny, because I got the Discord stream and the Twitch stream pulled up at the same time on different devices.
Yeah.
And so it's like, the Twitch stream is slower, so like I can see what's happening a little later, but it's less compressed than the Discord stream. It's really funny.
Oh, so it looks a lot
little
nicer.
difference. Yeah. So it's like, okay, I can see what's happening. Now I want to see it nice in that stream.
Yeah. Discord is for when you can keep up with what I'm doing.
Yeah. I need that minute-to-minute coverage.
Yeah. And Twitch is so it doesn't strain your goddamn eyes. Speaking
Yeah.
of that, who's my survival companion? Well, this is my good friend Owen.
Ahoy.
I have known him for so long in my life.
Mm-hmm.
How long? We've known each other like 9 years at this point, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we really became friends in high school, probably freshman year.
Yeah. Well, your
High
freshman
school.
year, yeah.
Yeah, my freshman year, yes.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's
Yeah, probably around 8 or 9
yeah,
years.
8 or 9. So, yeah.
Coming up on that.
Yep. Oh, Andrew is saying ahoy.
Oh, want to know a fun fact about people you've known a while, Joseph?
Oh, sure.
So you've known Isaac White for, I'm going to say, the majority of your life.
Yeah, it's at this point.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you've met Isaac White's brother, Zach.
Oh, I know Zach White, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, according to Isaac, he started playing a D&D game.
What?
Yeah, right? Isn't that what? Like one of the last people you'd guess. But
Yeah.
I fucking love it. It just solidifies that D&D is now in the mainstream.
It really is. That's really funny because
According to Isaac White, he's playing a Wood Elf fighter
Oh, well, that makes sense. That's
who has, yeah, there he is.
Wood Elf
he's
fighter
in
who
the
rolled
chat.
D12 for his weenie size. Yeah, that sounds like Zach White.
Yeah, and apparently, I believe Isaac White also mentioned that he has like PTSD after like 400 years of war.
Oh my god.
It honestly sounds like a neat character.
Yeah, he's put some thought into it.
Yeah.
Wow,
it's
that's
like kind of a more backwoods savage Wood Elf than the
yeah. And like
prissy
the
elves
flowery
you usually
one.
encounter, which is
Yeah.
kind of neat.
That's pretty cool.
I just love that Zach White's playing a D&D game.
It's really odd because I definitely do remember a time I was sitting in Isaac's playing a Trails game on my laptop, and Zach White just comes in. He's like, "What the fuck's up with this Gundam shit you're playing?" And I was just like,
Yeah, I've only met Zach White a handful of times. Oh, look at that deer.
yeah, that's nice." I think I have to warm this up if I'm going to get into it, because I doubt I have a
Yeah.
knife.
Probably.
Yeah, so...
I've only met Zach White a handful of times, but I like him each time. And he's honestly, they talk a lot of shit about him. They make a lot of jokes about that he's dumb. Honestly, to my estimate, he's probably the smartest White.
Just the smartest one.
Yeah.
That's, you know, I can see that. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen Zach White. It's been a while since I've seen Isaac White. Well, that's not true. I actually saw him this summer, but...
He's got the, like, Socratic self-awareness, where I believe Isaac White has told me on multiple occasions, Zach White was like, you know, I don't get all this stuff about, like, you know, the social justice stuff, but, you know, I'm an idiot, so, like, I'm not going to judge it.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
So he's got that, like, self-awareness where he's like, you know, I don't know, but, like, I don't know a lot of things.
It's a goddamn mood. There's so many times where I'm just like, you know, this is out of my field. Less so with social justice stuff, because I was an RA for 2.5 years. I feel very informed on all that.
My mentality with pretty much everything that is outside of my immediate purview is, I don't know, but it's not my business, so do whatever.
Right. Alright, I'm going to try to get to the forge really early. And hope I can find, like, a heavy hammer or something, so I can maybe make tools?
Yeah. The good thing about starting in, like, the first place.
Yeah, like, Mystery, or Mountain Town, or Mystery Lake.
Yeah, Mystery Lake, thank you.
Yeah.
Is that, like, no matter where you start, you're like, I know where I can find the hunter's cabin.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's...
And just get so many useful tools.
That's where you go. Luckily...
It's like just such a good place to live.
Yeah. I have a weird thing with Mystery Lake, that no matter how easy that area is, I will die as soon as I get there. I could have gone... I could have been in, like, fucking Pleasant Valley for 30 days, but as soon as I stake 1 foot in Mystery Lake, I'm probably dead.
No matter how many times I play this game, and no matter where I start, I always end up making my stand at that lighthouse.
Yeah. Well, you
It's
fucking...
just where I gravitate.
You fucking love lighthouses.
I do. And I just gravitate to it. It's just really convenient. It's got that, like, factory/warehouse nearby. You get a lot of materials.
Yeah, the whale oil place.
Yeah. It's just pretty convenient.
Yeah. I don't know. I oddly always end up here in Forlorn Muskeg.
It's a weird choice.
It's never a choice. Like, I've started a number of places to just end up here. I'm like, well, I can make tools, I can make arrowheads, so I guess it's an alright stand. There's a hunter's blind over there.
That's true.
Yeah. It's a weird place, because as much as, like, I was so confused getting here when I first was playing at Forlorn Muskeg, I was like, I never know where I goddamn am.
Yeah. Well, and it's also just one of those areas this game has where some areas have a good balance of buildings and wilderness. Others have more buildings. This is one of those ones where it's majority wilderness.
Yeah, there's only, like... there is no building you can go into in Forlorn
It's
Muskeg.
it's like Timberwolf Mountain. In that
Yeah.
regard.
Yeah.
Like, and those are the harder areas to live in because you just can't just, like, go inside.
Yeah, no. You have to usually make a fire in a place that will not get blizzard out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little brutal. But I don't know. I've come here so often that I know how to walk across it, because for those of you who do not play a lot of Long Dark, like, I can't just... Like, normally you can walk across ice. Like, here, you go, oh, you can go out. But Forlorn Muskeg has a lot of thin ice. Mm-hmm. So your goal is to never step on the ice. Or if you can, not for very long. Yeah. It's like, it's a brutal place to be because of that, because it betrays everything that normal Long Dark... Anytime you see ice in Long Dark, you're usually like, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hunt the caribou
Yeah.
on there. Get lost in a blizzard.
Yeah, Mystery Lake is like the perfect example, because that entire lake is frozen and none of it is thin.
Yeah, the, like, Mystery Lake, one of the main ways I get food is I go and, like, ice fish on there.
Yeah. But not in Forlorn
Muskeg. It's just got all those little ice fishing cabins.
Yeah. It's so convenient. But here it's just like, yeah, don't go on any of that. Mm-hmm. That right there is actually a death sentence.
Yeah.
That's
Which zone is it that has Which zone is has like the Forest Rangers like tower?
That's Coastal Highway.
Coastal Highway, that's right.
Yeah. Well, it's Coastal Highway. There's also one in Mystery Lake, and I think there's one in another one.
You can off and on find some good stuff in there. Like, you can find a gun in there sometimes. Which
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah.
Although the bow and arrow is kind of the way to go.
Yeah, bow and arrow is good long term because you can remake the ammunition.
Yeah.
Although they have added ways to remake bullets in this, but I swear I have not actually gotten to that yet. Because Bleak Outlet scares me. Yeah, Bleak Outlet scares me. Like, you get attacked by 3 wolves at once. They don't give a shit about flares. It's not a fun place to be.
And which zone is it that has the dam, like the hydroelectric dam?
It's that's also Mystery Lake, but it also is technically its own.
But it leads into.
Its own area.
That place scared me because it was dark when I went in there.
Yeah, and way back in Alpha, it had a fucking wolf in there.
Yes, which killed me, actually.
Yeah, good old Fluffy.
Although I think the part of this game that scared me the most, it wasn't like fear, it just gave me like an unsettled, eerie feeling, was, I think it's Coastal Highway. I went into a house, and I went up the stairs to look for more supplies, and there's just, in the middle of the room, there was a crib, and then just like the moonlight came through the window, just highlighting the crib, and it was just empty, and it was very eerie.
Yeah.
Like, that is a super unsettling place.
It's very ominous. Very ominous. All right, there's the forge over here.
Yeah.
This place is good to get to very early, but you don't stay here very long.
Oh, Valley Forge. You're gonna spend a winter here. It's gonna be terrible.
There's also, I think, there's like the quote-unquote woodshed over here, but it has like nothing.
Yeah. Maybe some wood.
Yeah, hopefully. Kind of looks like it. Might also look like it has stones. Stones are very interesting in this game.
This game has the most brutal animation of any game. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'll try to recreate it at some point.
It's so brutal.
Undoubtedly, I will have to.
The first time I ever did it, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because it gives you so much choice.
It's like,
Zach White also said his fighter is rough and gruff and a bit racist towards orcs. Oh, no.
He also called them greenskins, which, fun fact, in D&D, they don't really have green skin. They're gray.
Yeah.
But, you know, in a lot of popular media, they do have green skin.
Right.
Not Lord of the Rings. So it's weird that green is in such popularity.
Yeah.
Because in Lord of the Rings, they have, like, darker, like, brown and gray skin as well. Actually, the only thing I can really think of green skin is Warhammer and World of Warcraft. Are the only examples I can bring to mind.
Must be a Warhammer fan. Yeah.
It's in Warhammer for sure, and World of Warcraft comes to mind for me.
I found a note left behind. I'll leave it. Maybe
You don't want to bring it with you?
I mean, sure.
So you can read it?
Yeah, I can read it by moonlight.
No.
You know what?
By firelight?
Ooh, a parka.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good find. I should probably make a fire. Just to make sure that we stay a little bit toasty.
Oh, a fire, you say?
Oh, yes.
Let's see.
Oh, shit, my fire failed.
Come on, little fire.
Fire failed. Oh, no. What am I going to do?
No. So, a fun reason why Owen is here is because he really wanted to, while I create fires in this game, to read us all poetry.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Yeah. Fuck.
Joseph.
It's hard, okay?
It's not that hard. You never made a fire?
I'm trying, okay? I'm using a book.
Books will catch, unless it's wet.
Come on, little fire.
Yeah. Heyo, welcome, Chadley.
Hello, Chadley, and welcome to Owen's Poetry Corner.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
This is The Curtain by Hayden Carew. Just over the horizon, the great machine of death is roaring and rearing. We can hear it always. Earthquake, starvation, the ever-renewing sun of corpse flesh. And that was The Curtain by Hayden Carew.
I love that during that Chad's just like, I hate poetry.
I also hate poetry.
We'll suffer together.
I hate analyzing poetry. I don't mind what.
I feel that. I was made to hate analyzing poetry because I won't list names because I don't want to do that. But the teacher I had for it was not my favorite in terms of making me like reading poetry and analyzing it.
Oh, I hated analyzing the poetry in that class as well. I like the teacher though.
Yeah.
Because I just tell her. I'd be like, I hate doing this.
Right.
I'd be like, well, just do it. I don't care. And be like, I hate it. So whatever.
Yeah. Always a good attitude to have when
It was the same whenever we had to draw something in that class. I'd be like, this is dumb. Do I have to do this? And she's like, yeah, just do your best. I'm like, I hate it. It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh. Had my feelings on it. I didn't find a heavy hammer here, and I'm actually upset, but I found a hatchet, so...
Hatchet is useful. So yes, welcome, Chad, to the Long Dark Wine and Cheese Winter Poetry Slam. There's actually no cheese involved.
Yeah, I don't...
I have the wine and the poetry.
I've got the slam! Wait, hold on. I've got the slam!
Come on in, Chad. And welcome to Oakland.
Oh, well, Andrew's got cheese, so we're saved.
There we go.
That works out. There's another dead body over here. I hope it's not another deer, because I really can't dig into it. What kind of wine is it?
This is gonna... It's Franzia Sunset Blush boxed wine. Someone left it here after our Friendsgiving, and I'm drinking it because I got tired of looking at it in the kitchen.
Ooh. Hacksaw is real good.
White or red? Pink. Pink wine's a thing. It's a middle ground between white and red.
Yeah, I find that funny.
Yeah, I guess a rosé. Yeah. It's a light-bodied, medium dry, medium sweet wine. Pairs well with pork, fresh fruit, and lazy rivers.
Oh, is that just your analysis?
It says it on the box.
Oh. Nice.
It also has a smaller carbon footprint than glass bottles. This stream is sponsored by Franzia.
Please, Franzia.
Sponsor us.
Please sponsor this stream. Well, I can't make anything, unfortunately, but at least this fire is going to be warm for a while.
See, I'm not a big fan of wine. So I don't like I don't know, I like the sweeter wines because I can, like, tolerate them. Like, when you get those really bitter, dry wines, I'm just like, ugh, tastes like trash.
Well, some wines are just made to be, like, taken with food, you know?
Yeah. I love cooking with wine.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like drinking wine. This one's okay. I've had some wines that I like, but they were on the sweeter side.
Right. I need to melt some water while I sit here.
You know what they should add to this game, Joseph? This is going to sound a little morbid, so bear with me.
Okay.
If you're in a frozen survival situation,
and
you're starving, and you happen upon a corpse...
okay.
With detriment to your health and psychology, they should allow you to eat people.
I see.
Like, there should be heavy detriments, but it should, like, be there to keep you alive. You know what I mean? Because, like, in this scenario, if you're desperate, you'd do it.
It probably.
Yeah, so I think that should be added. It's a bit morbid, but I think
a
it is.
A smidge.
But, you know, this isn't a happy fun time game.
Yeah.
A D&D campaign.
Honestly, almost boiled my water dry, but that's fine. You get prion disease from eating corpses? Yes.
Yeah, it should come with a detriment to your health, but you should be able to do it to keep yourself going.
Yeah, they have something.
Sustenance.
They have something similar when you eat predators in this game. They'll give you parasitic, like, that you can get a parasitic disease from eating predators. It's why playing on Stalker sucks much more than playing on Voyager, because Voyager does not have that.
Yeah, it really does get harder.
Yeah, it's a weird change. It doesn't feel that bad while you're playing it, but the little things they do to change it does make it astronomically harder.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to loot this place dry for the most part, because I don't think this is a great long-term place.
No, it's too open.
Yeah. And I don't have good access to food.
Yeah.
That's just kind of Forlorn Muskeg in a nutshell.
Yeah, Forlorn Muskeg is rough. I don't know why you come back here all the time.
I don't either. The nice thing about Forlorn Muskeg is you can get a fuck ton of cattail stalks.
Yeah.
That is the nice thing.
Because it's super marshy.
Yes. But in terms of, like, deer, no. There's too many wolves.
In terms of wolves, however.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to eat wolves, you can. Not suggested in Stalker, but...
But in Voyager.
Yeah, Voyager, it's not that bad. Or Pilgrim, but who plays
Yeah.
Pilgrim?
Cowards.
Yeah.
Who are weak of will.
I like to imagine someone hops in who's just like an interloper main, and they're like, well, yeah, fucking Voyager pansies.
Of course.
I'm like, oh.
Voyager only has a game going that's been going for like 2 years in game straight.
Yeah. God. They are releasing a new update for this, I think this month,
Yeah.
actually.
No, they're still updating this game, which is crazy because I've been playing it since high school.
Yeah, no, this is one of the first games I ever bought on Steam.
Really?
Yeah, well, I bought, not like the very first, it was like, at least in the top 20 of the first games that I bought, and I own a lot of Steam games at this point. I don't think as much as you, because you usually have more access to money than I do, but...
I've also had my Steam account for many, many years.
Yes. So, in that respect. But yeah, this game, I love this game. This and The Long Dark, I have been following since they've been in alpha, and I
Like to
fucking
tell
love
you,
it.
like to tell you how long I've had my Steam account. I think I have games on Steam that I haven't played since like 2010.
Jesus,
And like that's not when I bought them. That's when I last played.
that's a mood.
Like I've had it for a very long time.
I think I'm trying to think what's the game that I have owned the longest and haven't played.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think they do date back to 2012 because I didn't get my Steam account until around then.
If we're talking about just on Steam, I have no idea. That's a rough one. I'd have to look.
Yeah. A lot of wood here, luckily. Ooh, a jerry can.
Anything.
You know what was a great era of video games? I'm gonna say one of the best.
Huh.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah. What the fuck?
PlayStation 2 was great.
Was that? Yeah.
Oh, I hear the birds going. There's a corpse over there.
Yeah. Look. Yeah. There's.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're the one you were just at.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm gonna make back to the fire, get warm, and then I'm probably gonna move.
PS1 had the best polygons. Sure, but PS2 had classics like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Fucking great games.
Also, wasn't Final Fantasy VII on PS2?
Don't know.
Not
I'm
sure.
less a fan of Final Fantasy VII as I am Final Fantasy.
Right. You like Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah, I love Final Fantasy VIII.
Final
I haven't played a
Fantasy
ton of Final Fantasy game, but Final Fantasy VIII is my jam.
I won't knock you because you haven't played that many Final Fantasies, but I do not love 8.
Final Fantasy VII was on, I believe, the original PlayStation.
Really? God, that game is old.
Yeah, it came out in '97.
Whoa.
Final Fantasy VIII came out in '99.
That game looks good
and
for 99.
looks
then.
like it was. It does look good for '99, and I believe it was also on the OG PlayStation.
God, the OG PlayStation, I'm surprised by the amount of things it could handle.
Yeah, the PlayStation 2 came out in March of 2000.
Wow.
So like a year after I was born, that was my console.
Damn, dude. Alright, we're gonna eat some food real quick.
Isaac White, I know you hate 8, but you also like ha 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 ha. Which one was that? Was that 10?
Yeah, it is 10, yeah.
That one was trash.
10, I heard 10 was good.
That's
Mostly,
like his favorite one. It's bad.
yeah, it is. I heard 10's alright. Like, from people other than Isaac White. Like, my personal favorite Final Fantasy is 6.
Have you seen the trailer for the newest Final Fantasy game that's going to be on the PS5?
No, I have not.
It basically looks like someone watched The Witcher 3 and was like, let's put Final Fantasy into that.
Nice.
The combat looks awesome. It looks cool. Like, this ain't your pappy's Final Fantasy game. This is brutal.
What do you mean? I love Final Fantasy 6.
Which one is 6? I need to look up.
6 is the one that you can never tell who the main character is. It's the one Kefka's from.
I haven't played a ton of Final Fantasy. I really
Yeah, it's...
remake for 7 looks awesome.
I believe 6 was the only one on the SNES.
I never had
You never had a SNES?
No.
SNES was great.
I had a original PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 2 when that came out. I had an Xbox and a 360. I never had a SNES. I think the first Nintendo console I owned, other than like, you know, Game Boys, which were handheld. The first PlayStation like console I had was a Wii. Or not PlayStation, Nintendo.
I was about to say the first PlayStation console? Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh man, you missed out on some good games. GameCube and SNES?
I mean, I played remakes.
Yeah. But like
and,
some of them.
you know, emulators and stuff.
Yeah. You mean overclocked GameCubes?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. But no, I think my earliest console was the PlayStation. Then I got a PlayStation 2, had an Xbox, had a 360.
The first...
that might be the reason why I'm such a big fan of Sony. Is because PlayStation was my OG shit.
That's fair. Because my OG was SNES, and I love Nintendo, as you know.
Yeah. Oh, I also like Nintendo, but like I prefer their handheld over there.
Right.
Big consoles. Which I think is why I like the Switch so much, is because it's handheld as well as the console.
Yeah, it does both quite well.
Nintendo's great at that innovative stuff.
They really are. They really not... Like... Your first console was a Windows 98. No,
Well, PC doesn't count as a console.
Playing Age of Empires and Tactics. Yeah,
The earliest PC game I remember playing is World of Warcraft. I'm sure I played stuff before that, but that's the first one I remember.
Mine was Doom.
I remember playing a lot of like Bratz and Barbie. My sister couldn't get past like level 1, but she still wanted to see the game, so I had to play before her.
Ah, right.
So I remember those. Unreal Tournament, like 2004 or something. Oh, Unreal Tournament was awesome.
I never played it.
It was so good. It was one of the best shooters I've ever played. Unreal Tournament.
Nice. I'm gonna make a fire here, and we'll probably sleep here. I prefer this cave vastly over than that open up fucking shed.
Now, welcome back to Owen's Poetry Corner. This is The Snow is Deep on the Ground by Kenneth Patchen. The snow is deep on the ground. Always the light falls softly down on the hair of my beloved. And that was The Snow is Deep on the Ground by Kenneth Patchen.
You've got some very, very short ones.
Yeah, I have some longer ones, but I'm kind of saving those till people are too invested to leave.
Yeah, they're like, oh, fuck.
We need to play to the cost sunk fallacy here, Joseph.
Right, you're right. You're right. Oh. So, yeah. As you know, because you play in it, but for some of my stream might not know, actually, most people here do know, but I'll say it anyway. I run a Icewind Dale D&D campaign. Oh, and you're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I use the Long Dark soundtrack for it because the Long Dark is just it has the perfect sort of atmospheric and music for this wintry feel. Because this game's a masterpiece.
It really is a It's a masterpiece survival game. Masterclass.
Yeah, it really is. In my opinion, there are not many survival games that top the Long Dark. And the Hinterlands.
When it comes to
I'll go on
pure
record.
Survival. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go on the record for y'all. Like, I fucking love this game.
Like, it's pure survival, and it's one of the best that I've ever played for that.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of pure survival games just because like it gets old once you stabilize. But it's really hard to hit that point with this game.
Yeah, it's not easy to stay alive in the long dark, and it's
You know
not
what
like
this game reminds me of sometimes?
yeah. What?
Did you or anyone in the chat, when you were a kid, did y'all ever read Hatchet?
Oh yeah, yeah. We
That
had
was a really good book, and sometimes I think of it when I play this game.
yeah. I think I remember you bringing you've brought that up a few times when we talk about the long dark.
It's a solid book, and it really does remind me of this.
The Zack White Red Hatchet. I think
It's a good book.
I
That's
think-
also not how you spell hatchet, I don't think.
Hat chat.
Yeah, it's hat chat is how you spell it phonetically.
Shit.
Not hat chat.
So because we don't have a heavy hammer and we don't have a bow, I don't feel inclined to stay in Forlorn Muskeg.
Like, that's a solid cave to live in, but you don't have the tools.
Yeah, did I? Okay, I grabbed my yeah, I don't have the tools. I have nothing to get food other than these rocks, and there are not a lot of rabbits here.
And also, hitting those rabbits with rocks can be hard.
Yeah, it can be. It can be. I can't wait until we get our first experience of that, because then chat can see the morbidity.
It's such a brutal animation.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad every time. Nope, sprain wrist.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
It makes a lot of sense that Zack White Red Hatchet.
Yeah.
That,
Well-
that tracks.
I believe it's a book that you mostly read from because we're all from Maine. Like, it's a thing you read in Maine schools because it's about living in like Maine. Yeah.
I think he was in Alaska, but
Really?
Alaska is the closest you can get to Maine.
Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking of Lost on a Mountain in Maine.
Lost on a Mountain in Maine, yes.
Yeah.
I remember 4th grade read that, and I think the dude came to visit us.
Really, that's pretty fucking cool.
I think so.
Well, Cheyenne,
maybe
you're not
someone-
from Maine.
Maybe someone else told me that story, and I'm regurgitating it, though.
Right.
I'm not sure.
You're from New
Lost on
Jersey,
a Mountain.
Cheyenne.
Oh, from New Jersey. Ugh. Just dropped a couple levels in my book.
Don't say that,
Sorry,
she'll get
Cheyenne.
mad.
Sorry, Shan, I liked you. It really warms to me, but man, New Jersey? Then, yeah, if Chad's telling me he didn't, then someone else must have told me that story, and I'm regurgitating it. But
Me. Just
just
throw-
that place sucks ass. Yeah, why did New Jersey, of all states, get called the Garden State?
I mean, if you stay off the highway, they've got gardens.
Like, it should be called the slightly worse than New York State. Yeah, so many flowers. Guess what? So does every other state.
Because gardeners are often fertilized full of shit.
Every other state has a lot of flowers too. I'm gonna guess you have less flowers than Maine because you're probably more urbanized.
That's fair.
We're like 75% forest. Abraham Browning of Camden is given credit for giving New Jersey the nickname the Garden State. According to Alfred Heston's 1926 two-volume book, Jersey Wagon Johns, Browning called New Jersey the Garden State while speaking at the Philadelphia Centennial Exhibition on New Jersey Day. 1926. Maybe it was a better state then, but
1926. I mean, that's the golden time, quote unquote, the gilded time. Let's be
is
fair.
it? No, that's outside of the Gilded Age.
It's just out of it. Yeah, I think you're right there. That's the
Like-
roaring 20s.
Like, I think Gilded Age ended around 1900.
No, it extends just past it. It's about 1911. It's like the election in 1912 is about the end of the Gilded Age.
I thought it was like 1860, 1870 to like 1900. I'll look it up.
Yeah. I took a class on the Gilded Age not too long ago, so we covered up until then. So either my professor just ran out of shit, or it's up to interpret. I mean, the thing with historians is like,
Right. It's not like a solid.
yeah, thing. It's always in
according
question.
to Google, though, it ends about 19.
Right.
So, like, obviously you should study the shit just past it because,
Yeah.
it's the impacts.
Right.
But the age itself ends about 1900. The Gilded Age is the most boring time in U.S. history.
Yeah. I mean, you just learned about
Chad,
like,
back me up.
unions and robber barons.
I guess this shit just passed it. The Great War.
We didn't even get there. We were like, we got
The Gilded Age is so dull.
We
The
got
only thing I liked learning about in the Gilded Age was the captains of industry / the robber barons. I
Yeah.
thought that was interesting because there's such a time of technological growth.
They never tell us about the Pinkertons in U.S. history. Yeah, it's because they don't want to tell you about how we had a small for-hire militia force for robber
The
barons.
Pinkertons are fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to learn about that a bit. Not too much. My professor was kind of a communist, so she really liked to talk about
Me
how.
too. I know all about the Pinkertons. What?
We learned a lot about just like what, not really what could have been, but just like we learned a lot about unions,
Right.
and sort of some of the terrible things that the U.S. did during that time.
Well, there's such a fascinating theme throughout U.S. history. Sorry, I'm dipping into my political science background here.
Yeah.
There's such an interesting theme throughout United States history that for pretty much any era, we always have a villain that's the Reds.
Mhm.
We had the Redcoats at our founding. We had the Reds as in Native Americans.
Mhm.
Then there was the initial Red Scare, which was various lower class, working class communes and unions that started scaring us. Started in France and came over here, and then we had communism come in later. Like the Red has always been our enemy. It's such a fascinating.
We're bulls.
Like the Red Flood has been such a fascinating trend throughout U.S. history. I recommend anyone who's interested in that kind of thing read up on it.
Is that
It's an
what
interesting trend.
Is that why we make police blue? I have no idea why blue is considered strongly with the police.
Because that's the color of their uniforms.
Yeah, well, it wasn't always, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't guarantee this, but I assume calling them the Blues is a more recent development. They were called Coppers for a while.
Yeah, a pretty long time.
I think calling them the Blues is a little more recent, but I can't confirm that.
Yeah. I think that's more of a modern thing. So, getting into the Long Dark, we have now switched to a different area. This is the ravine. This little area is not the actual ravine. We'll get there. Oh, and how often have you ever ended up at the ravine?
I have been in the ravine. I don't tend to try and spend a lot of time in the ravine, but I have been through it.
Yeah. I think the new area is going to be connected to the ravine.
Probably. Chad, I don't believe that's true. Because that was different than a police force. And also we were more called, like, Yankees. And whatnot at the time. We really adopted that moniker. So I don't believe it was to differentiate us from the Redcoats. Although maybe he's talking about the Red being the enemy throughout U.S. history, in which case that may be true.
Right.
But it even started before that, because before even we fought the Redcoats, we talked about the natives as the Reds.
Yeah. I think
We just kinda
Americans are
changed
just
what
bulls.
represents the Reds.
And we just
Yeah.
get really agitated by the color red. But what do I know?
Yeah, you're a psychologist. You psychoanalyze.
Yeah, I have a minor in history, but yeah. Oh, psychoanalyze. Well, I could talk about
But
color
like
theory.
a lot of it. Color theory? I don't know anything about that.
It's because you're colorblind.
Yeah. I'm also not a psychologist.
Yeah, well, color theory is just the idea. It's mostly marketing, but marketing is
Yes,
just psychology.
I know all about color in relation to marketing. I have done some research on it.
Yeah, that's essentially what color theory is for psychology. It's the idea that certain colors elicit certain emotions and put us in different states of mind. I can get really into it, but I'm not an expert on that. I think Chad knows that better than me. One, because he's an artist, and two, I think he's taken. Chad, have you taken a marketing class, or am I thinking of back when you were an accounting major? What about
We dip into that. We dip into that a little bit in political science, but it's pretty much just talking about like this is why candidates for government always wear this color scheme.
Yeah, yeah,
So we dip into it a bit.
yeah. That's essentially it. Like certain.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Political science is kind of the jack of all trades of the social sciences.
Never took marketing, but color theory is talked about all the time. Yeah, color theory is just. It's interesting. It's not my favorite. In psychology, I took a lot of classes on emotion. So I'm big into emotional psychology and like how we feel things, and also like
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
you know, like I can talk about how what's the thing that I think of about that? Like there's a theory about how whether or not you can react how emotions come about, whether it's like facial structure and such, like, or what's the term to use? It's like it's either top down or bottom up processing stuff. So like, does something make you happy by you see the stimuli, you get happy, therefore you smile, or is it you see the stimuli, your body knows to smile at that stimuli, and that makes you happy?
I'm sorry. I need to address what Chad said.
Yeah.
To quote my computer science textbook, if the course has to have science in the name, it's not a science. Look, Chad, political science is a science. It's just a bunch of different sciences in relation to politics. All right? We're a science. We theorize. We hypothesize. We write papers.
And you said the other day, what the fuck's an abstract? Which for everyone in the research...
My papers are like all persuasive.
Yeah. Well, for every research-based science, like, the abstracts are just, that's what you do.
Oh, you think I'm writing research papers? I'm writing opinion papers. That's all politics is.
Yeah. That's the difference between us, like, your science and, like, other sciences.
Dude, the thing is, I could write research papers, but so much of political science is just opinion papers because concrete data in research
Yeah, for that is
you
nearly
can
impossible.
do. It happens in like political statistics, but that's boring as shit. I prefer political theory, which is just you look at things and you're like, I think this, and then people are like, that's a good idea or that's a bad idea.
My science uses actual science but isn't considered a science. Which one? Anthropology?
Yeah, what science is that?
I think she's referring to anthropology.
Anthropology is interesting.
Anthropology's alright.
It's like the study of people and cultures.
My science does use actual science. Some people are on the fence whether they consider it a science or not, but like by all rights, we are. Anthropology's amazing, according to Cheyenne.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I like studying humans. I like studying cultures. I think humans are absolutely fascinating, and I find it interesting how we develop. I like studying anthropology in relation to historical cultures. Yeah, no, I think it's interesting.
Yeah. I feel. All right, it's gonna be very dark.
Yes.
I don't have much of a light source, but I'm gonna try to fix that.
You just hear.
Yeah.
Like, uh-oh.
This place is always dark. No matter what day it is, you are always kind of dark in here. Here we go.
Arthropology, the study of little crab boys.
Little crab boys.
Ooh, a fire.
Yes. Oh, are you gonna... Oh, well, the fire failed, Owen. Hold on.
Well.
We'll get this going for you.
And welcome back to Owen's Poetry Corner. Here we have Sonnet 97, How Like a Winter Hath My Absence Been, by Will I Am Shakespeare. How like a winter hath my absence been, from thee the pleasure of the fleeting year. And that was Sonnet 97 by William Shakespeare.
I always expect those to be much longer.
I'll read a second one because it was so short.
All right.
This is Winter Love by Linda Gregg. I would like to decorate this silence, but my house grows only cleaner. And that was Winter Love by Linda Gregg.
Watching Joey's streams, calm. Remembering 2 projects upcoming, panic.
Yeah, I should probably be doing homework, but I'm not.
It's alright. Me too.
Poetry's a sham. I agree.
No, you right.
Nobody needs this anymore.
I agree. I've always hated poetry.
Ooh, there's a car battery in here. Makes sense. We're in,
God.
like, a garage.
I just got flashbacks to my freshman year of college.
Uh-huh.
I was in a creative writing class.
Yeah.
Fill my creative fulfillment or whatever the fuck credit.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to get it any other way.
Right.
And I would, in class, I'd like be on my phone and I'd be sending messages to Neil, and he was still in high school because I was a freshman.
Right.
And it just so happened that my creative writing class lined up. He was in English with the teacher we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'd send messages, and, like, he'd just tell that teacher, and she'd, like, talk to me.
Uh-huh.
So, like, we started a poetry unit, and I was like, damn it, we started poetry. I hate this. I wish you would stop. I'm going to be terrible. And she's like, nah, you got this. You go. I was like, oh, thank you.
Well, I recall you talking about taking English with that teacher, and, like, every time you were like, it's terrible, she'd be like, I loved it. Of things that you did.
Well, that's basically how you judge whether or not you've done well on something. If you feel like you did well, you failed it. If you feel like you did shit, you got like a 98.
Honestly, yeah. That is how it be. I need a fucking pry bar.
Much like how weeaboos ruined anime, poetry nerds ruined poetry. Anime girls be getting wet, and that shit getting me to sweat. Weeb Sonnet 1. Alright, well, it was nice joining you.
Oh shit, there's a furnace in here?
Yeah.
I feel like I remember reading that in one of the patch notes that they added a furnace in this area. Oh shit, that's good. This place is not a bad place to stay out then.
No, it's not that at all.
The sad thing is it's dark as shit in here constantly.
Yeah, yeah. You know what doesn't really have that problem?
Uh-huh.
The lighthouse.
Yeah. Usually pretty bright.
Watashi wa Neko Desu spread me on the floor and make a mess. What?
Wait? What the
Wait?
fuck? Let's cook. I have nothing to cook with. Cool.
Isaac White, translate. Desu is pronounced Des? That can't be true.
No, that's actually true.
That can't be true.
Yeah, that's true.
Why is there a U? What is this, French?
No, it's Japanese. That can't be true.
The Sioux is spoken softly. Yeah, if I speak Sioux softly, I'm just going, Sioux. There's still a U sound. I'm not going, S. It's like in Suh. There's still a U sound in Suh.
Owen's like, where's the U?
Am I meant to say Des Suh? Because that's still not Des. There's still a U sound.
We're gonna eat this stale granola bar.
God, I'm ready to kick someone's ass.
Alright.
Who invented this language?
I don't know.
I'll kick your ass, Confucius.
Was it Confucius?
No, he did not invent Japanese.
Well, yeah, I don't know much about. You know what? I'm just gonna resign any knowledge. I do not know anything about it.
I don't think we know who invented any given language.
Yeah.
They develop naturally over a period of time. Right, Isaac White?
Oh
Mr.
yeah, he is the
Linguistics
person. He is the person to ask about that.
I learned a fun fact a little while ago about linguistics that Isaac White already knew because he was a linguistics major.
Yeah.
It was why vowels are vowels.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know why. I never thought about it, but I learned why.
Yeah, oh well, that there went that, I guess. There we go. Now I can see. I'm gonna go to sleep. Have my character make sleep.
I would really like Chad to explain himself. Like, what way do you pronounce saw? S-U-H. that it just is. It sounds like an S. Language actually created in 1500 BC by Alpha B language when he wanted to tell his mother-in-law to shut the fuck up.
Ah, Chad fact. My favorite.
That feels like my Waluigi facts.
Yeah. That's are we in Discord? Yeah, but we're in our own just us Discord.
Because Lord knows what would happen if we were just in our Discord page and like Aaron joined.
Yeah. It's a very different feel. Oh, a flash.
Although Lord knows Aaron would probably just join, say Pingus, and then leave.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Because you hate us? No. Is it okay, hold on. We'll do a quick Chad can pop in. Hold on, let's fix this for a second. Is there a way to
I don't. Yeah,
Oh, I
add
can.
Chad. Yeah. You keep playing. I can add Chad.
All right. That works. All right. Let's see here.
Okay, Chad has been added. Joe, you're gonna have to restart streaming on Discord though.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. All right. Should work just fine. You should be able to see it.
There we go.
Hello.
Hold on, I have to.
Okay, Chad. How the hell do you pronounce "saw"? That is just an S sound. And this is first-time caller, long-time listener, Chad Barry.
He actually
Here to
just
tell us
laughed.
about the pronunciation of Daisy. Well, okay.
I'll
It's
take it.
fine. He'll be here in a minute. I think he said he had to go fix
George?
something.
George, those aliens shot my dog.
Let's see. I have another fucking hacksaw. I don't need another hacksaw. I need a pry bar.
Can you break it down for parts?
Me?
Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
welcome.
Okay, so des. So technically, if you wanted to slowly pronounce every syllable, it would be des. Like the U gets like cut off really early.
Okay, so
So
there
when-
is a "saw."
Yes, but like they really cut it off
Thanks.
early, so it's pretty much like you can't really hear it. So most people just say they just don't even bother saying the U part.
No problem.
So it'd be like watashi wa neko desu. But like that is like still there.
Do you speak Japanese?
I learned a little bit and then I like forgot a bunch.
Huh, that's fair.
I was like self-teaching myself.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how it works, and that's similar for other words that end with the su. I guess a way to think about it is like, if you have Congress Street, like no one says Congress Street unless they're being a stickler for pronunciation.
Oh
Right,
yeah,
like,
Spanish.
so
It's got the
like that,
same
right?
ending and the same start. It slurs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's kind of similar with that, where it's like the soft U sound at the end of a sentence, like, no one's gonna notice it if you leave it out.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. I thought you were
I'm not gonna be
telling
able to
me
carry this
that the
load for
word
much
spelled
longer.
that way was just legitimately pronounced that way,
Yeah, I mean, I could type it in
and I was ready to throw hands.
actual Japanese, but you wouldn't be able to read it, so I did it in the
That's true.
Romanized version.
that's such a feel of being like, I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to spell this in English because I can't read Japanese characters.
Well, it's like, yeah, other
I'm gonna-
than...
Now the chat's here. I'm gonna be right back. This wine is going through me.
No.
Oh, well, I have class in like 2 minutes. So.
No. Well, that's fine. I've
Well, I
streamed
can be 2 minutes.
Yeah, other than that, like, most of the Romanized versions of Japanese words are, what you see is how you pronounce it. You just have
Right.
to keep in mind that there's only one vowel per consonant.
right.
So you wouldn't call it like wat ashy. You'd be like watashi.
This
Right,
pack is
okay,
getting
yeah,
too heavy
yeah.
to carry.
That's I do remember learning that is like you say every vowel,
Yeah.
basically.
And another thing a lot of
Japanese.
people don't realize is that every syllable is stressed the same.
Okay.
So you know how in English you would be like let's see, what's a word? Like easier.
Mhm.
Like that first E is stressed, and then the rest is like.
Yeah, easy.
In Japan, it's all stressed the same. There is no such thing as stress.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, my chat
That
is
was
now
your
more knowledgeable on Japanese.
your lesson for the day.
Yeah. We're
All
learning.
right, enjoy the rest of this stream, bro.
All right. Sounds good. Catch you later, Chadley.
Yeah.
All right. This is just me again. Ellen will be back soon enough. During our explanation on Japanese, I did find a pry bar, which I'm very excited about now, because now I can start looting lockers. And the nice thing is, typically behind locked lockers are pretty good things. It's like having keys to chests in other games. Like, I can get, yeah, this ear wrap is hella good. Can opener, super good. That ear wrap's really good because it's one of the few accessory slot things that actually provide warmth. It's the only one. The other accessory is like a moose skin bag that provides a little bit more. Yeah, moose. A bit more carry weight, but we are
I could use this.
not incredibly likely to find that.
Man, moose are like top 5 coolest animals ever.
I'm terrified of moose.
You're terrible.
Because that shit should not be a prey animal.
Right. Well, I mean, they're only prey animal to like bears
Barely
and
bought
packs
this
of
much
things.
gear.
And cougars
and killer whales.
and killer whales. Yes,
It's,
which I love that that's a thing.
yeah. Moose just go diving into water, and the one thing they're scared of in the water is a fucking killer whale.
A lot of people don't know that moose are great swimmers. A lot of people also don't comprehend. We as humans who live in, you know, civilized settings,
Yeah.
we have a horrible misconception about the size of animals.
Right.
Most wild animals are way bigger than you think they are.
Yeah, they're quite large.
Like, people will think about wolves, and they'll be like, that's about the size of, like, a German Shepherd. No. Way bigger.
Ooh.
That's about the size of a man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're big.
You know, moose take out a van. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, they're huge.
Yeah.
They're the second largest land mammal in the continental United States.
That is terrifying.
Second largest land animal in the U.S.
What is the largest
And,
one?
and the bison. American bison, American buffalo. They're shorter, but they're stockier.
Yeah.
So a moose is taller, but it's not as dense. But a bison is shorter and denser.
Right. I'm gonna... This place is an okay place to kind of make some form of camp, so I'm gonna drop off some of the heavier things
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
be able to
need
carry
and
this
just kind of
load
leave
much
them
longer.
here. Because I am pushing 40 kilograms. That's heavy.
People are like, oh, a moose, that's like a big deer, and it's like, well,
No.
they can stand like 7 feet at the shoulder. That's taller at the shoulder than Shaquille O'Neal at the head.
Those are big boys.
Like they're huge.
Yeah, they are.
We have a terrible misconception about the size of animals. It's really bad.
Yeah. Humans are odd creatures. Where the hell am I gonna store my wood? Probably just right here.
I'll tell you.
Oh shit, dude. I don't need more than one fir firewood. I also do not need all of this coal. I can take on a moose. I do not think you can, Cheyenne.
It's like, do you have any weapons? Is it like an extremely powerful rifle from a distance? Because if so, I'll give you maybe 40-50, like maybe 40-60 in favor of the moose.
Yeah. Also, something that... Oh, and I know you've never physically met Cheyenne. Cheyenne is short as hell.
That makes sense.
Like, I do not believe this.
Usually mid to low tier on the food chain. Yes.
Yeah.
Without tech, we are definitely easily low to mid tier on the food chain. We
Yeah.
have endurance and we have opposable thumbs. That's what we have in our favor.
Yeah. That's really about it.
Before we would like kill things from a distance, our main strategy for getting prey was they would dash and be like, man, glad I outran that. And then we just kind of like keep speed walking towards it and be like, oh shit, it's not tired.
yeah. That's my favorite fact about humans is just like we can walk for much longer than you can run.
Like, we basically just keep going. We're basically the Terminators of the natural world.
Yeah. It's fucking hilarious.
And I don't even have endurance. Yeah, but you have guns,
That would do it.
which cavemen did not have.
Yeah. Oh, they like chase down a deer. Yeah, but that's the thing. The deer will eventually get tired.
It'll sprint and then stop, and you'll just keep, like, jogging or speed walking towards it, and you'll still be good, and it'll be like, after 4 or 5 times, it'll, like, have a heart attack and die.
Bitch,
Bitch, I'll get tired.
Yeah,
sure,
well...
but you don't live the caveman lifestyle.
Yeah. we live very different lives than our ancestors did. Very different.
I'll have the heart attack.
Big facts. Alright, I'm gonna try to leave. It's now past a day, so I'm expecting like 4 wolves outside.
And you got nothing.
I've got this rock.
I gotta hear you.
I have a flare. I think I might have 2 at this point. But yeah, it's not great odds for me.
You gotta find a gun or a bow.
Yeah, I'm hoping to find a bow. Or at least... Ah, shit, you know what I should do? Because I have... It's not what I'll need, but it's one part of what I'll need. I have a birch sapling, which I should get drying. Because that will eventually turn into arrow shafts.
They should let you build like a sling in this game.
They should. I have thought about that. I've always thought
that's like the natural step before bow.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, we have rock, but like...
They should
rock...
let you build an actual sling.
Yeah, rock is not incredibly... It's not incredible. Can you pick up glass or scrap metal to make a shiv like Liam Neeson Wolf movie? You can make a makeshift
Wasn't
knife.
that movie called The Gray?
Yes, yeah, it's called The Gray. That's how I sometimes describe The Long Dark to people. Like, The Gray, but, like, way more realistic. But also not.
Yeah. That movie was pretty good.
Yeah, the wolves act similarly than they do in The Gray. They just don't, you know...
Right. It had an ambiguous ending, if I recall. Like, it's got the 2 running at each other, Liam Neeson and the wolf, and then it just cuts to black. And there's, like, a wolf whimper and also meat sound.
Oh, hey,
I believe, if I recall correctly.
Who knows? I didn't watch The Gray.
You know he fucked that wolf up. Yeah, I think they added it in the DVD or something. They added it instead of where it confirmed he won. But I believe it was meant to be ambiguous in the theatrical release.
Oh, it's so fucking foggy.
Fog is my favorite weather condition.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I love foggy days. I just love fog. I think it looks cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's in the fog slip. Yeah.
Oh, ooh. Alright, we're gonna see it now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to...
I know, but...
No, but yes. Alright. Oh, he went behind a tree. He went behind a second tree. Alright, I'm not amazing at this, but...
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I undershot. I threw too late, rather. Yeah, it's not easy. It is literally the rule of thumb. You just look at where.
It's like there's so many trees. Yeah, there's a few trees.
Got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay, grab it. Oh, no.
All right. It's cute, huh?
It's got lifeless eyes. Black eyes. Like
Snap that
eyes.
fucking neck. All right, and now... Oh, I don't have a knife. Ah, shit. Oh, now I'm all stinky. Oh, no.
Oh, that animation really does. It's so intimate.
Oh, did you watch it on the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a pleasant... It's not pleasant. It's the most morbid thing you'll find in this game.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna move on to a longer poem for this next
That was brutal. Doomguy is after you, you know.
one.
I'm the
And
fucking
welcome
devil.
back to Owen's Poetry Corner. This is Wintertime by Robert Louis Stevenson. Late lies the wintry sun abed, a frosty fire's sleepy head. Blinks but an hour or two, and then a blood-red orange sets again. Before the stars have left the skies, at the morning in the dark I rise, and shivering in my nakedness, by the cold candle bathe and dress. Close by the jolly fire I sit, to warm my frozen bones a bit, or with a reindeer sled explore the colder countries round the door. When to go out, my nurse doth wrap me in my comforter and cap. The cold wind burns my face and blows its frosty pepper up my nose. Black are my steps on silver sod, thick blows my frosty breath abroad, and trees and house and hill and lake are frosted like a wedding cake. And that was Wintertime by Robert Louis Stevenson.
Wow. Yeah, I just carved up a rabbit that I got.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna keep cutting him up, because I need these guts. Unfortunately, all I have
Get in those guts.
all I have to do it with is this axe. Need
It's
to.
not the best tool for it.
No, I'll need to get a knife soon. But for now, it's all I can ask for. All I can axe for. You get it? It's because axe and ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a funny joke. All right.
Yeah.
I like
sports.
I like the idea that we're constantly like about to say something, but we keep like cutting each other off. It's like, oh, yeah.
Cheyenne just said no.
You know, Cheyenne never likes any of my jokes.
You know, I gotta agree with her on this one though.
Oh. Did I get my rock back? I didn't get my rock back. I usually like to have 2 rocks.
Right. If you miss, you can shoot again.
Yeah, if I miss, if I can shoot again, and also if I miss the initial rock, just in case like a wolf is charging me.
Try being funny.
Okay.
Like me.
Also, you see those 3 wolfy boys over there in the corner?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should try being as funny as me, the one who you've called a comedy genius.
That was ambiguous, I think.
It wasn't ambiguous.
I think it was pretty ambiguous.
No, you called me a comedic genius.
Well, things have changed since then. You're a very different person now.
Yeah, but I'm still just as funny. If not funnier.
I think it's ambiguous.
Nah, I'm not thinking.
Also, I just realized, while you have the wine sitting next to you, I do have. I'll show it on stream. I do have just a bottle of gin sitting next to me.
I've also got like 3 different mostly finished bottles of alcohol by my bed. I haven't touched those in a while. Like they're like almost done. I just gotta work up the willpower to finish them off.
I think I brought that gin up like a couple nights ago, and I was like, I'm gonna drink more, and I had 1 shot, and like I finished off like the Mike's Hard I was drinking, and I was like, I'm tired. We're going to bed.
I have lost track of how many cups of wine I've had.
Jesus, Owen.
Not that I was counting to begin with, but like, you know, when you're just a few in, you're like, I think I've had like 4. I have no idea anymore.
That's fair.
Oh, excuse me.
No, nice.
Oh, that tasted exclusively like Burger King.
Ew.
This stream is brought to you by Burger King.
Oh, I wish. I wish.
Kind of make you sad that the only real fast food place you've got back there is McDonald's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's all you have growing up. You're like, oh, we're gonna have fast food. Let's get a sandwich from McDonald's. But it's like there's nothing else.
Yeah, I was talking to my girlfriend, and she's like, "Did you know?" Like she's relatively close to Norway, Maine. Which I don't think I've talked about the silliness of Maine names on stream much. but
Paris, Norway, Carthage.
yeah, fucking Oxford.
Oxford.
Yeah, there's a bunch of places in Maine named after places that are not originally from Maine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole U.S. is like that.
It's very prevalent in Maine.
Except
Also,
a
there's a
lot
wolf.
of places have the dignity to put new in front of it.
Yeah, we do not. Also, there's a
Just
wolf.
look at it's Paris. Hit him with a rock. Bump his snoot.
Honestly, I can probably just outwalk him. This is a tactic I learned by playing a lot of The Long Dark. Is like if you're fairly sure that you don't need to stop, just walk away.
Cheyenne, you say you want McDonald's, but do you want the nightmares that come with it?
I think that's just you, dude.
It can't be just me.
I definitely do. my
It can't
stomach,
be only me.
my stomach and bowels don't love it, but you know I don't get nightmares.
It can't be only me. There's got to be other people that it does it to. Even if it's a minority. Wendy's is the best fast food. You're incorrect. Wendy's is #1.
Oh, as I was saying, they have a Domino's out in Norway. And Norway's not too far away from me, because you know, I live in Peru.
Yeah. Peru, that's another one.
Yeah. Mexico, also not too far away from me. But I heard that and I was just like, oh, I want Domino's.
But it's like in our area, we have McDonald's and then just a bunch of local places. And
Yeah.
a lot of the local places are good.
Yeah.
But like you don't, if you're craving a chain, you just don't have them there. And you
No.
get a craving young because like if you want to do anything, you're driving to Portland. And there are all the
Yeah.
chains there.
Well, I went to mostly Augusta and Lewiston.
That too, but there's still way more chains.
Yeah,
there.
way more than where we are.
So it's like you get a taste for other ones. And if you want something fast, you're like, ooh, I could go for Wendy's. And it's like, well, we have McDonald's.
Did you know? You probably didn't because you know you haven't come home in years. But
I haven't been back in a while.
yeah. Ooh, hunting rifle.
Perfect.
Fuck yeah. But you remember where the Bangor Savings was in Dixfield, right?
Is it no longer there?
It's becoming something else.
What's the Bangor Savings Bank becoming?
It's becoming Sam's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is the Bangor Savings
stuff will
Bank
come in
shutting
handy.
down?
Because I think they were just combining with one of like either the Rumford branch or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Like
Oh.
yeah.
Up north, the local places aren't good though. How far up north are you? Are you talking like the county?
She is talking the county.
Because I can believe that. I've got a couple friends from the county, and I'm pretty sure television hasn't reached them yet. I'm pretty sure they're still listening to like radio and using telegrams. Caribou? Oh, I think my old boss was from Caribou.
Wow. This might not work, but we're gonna try it because this is really good. Really good. Ooh,
What's there for fun in Caribou? Drinking in the potato field? Like, ew, no, she was great. Walmart. That's what there is for fun in Caribou. There's Walmart.
That's very true.
That's also kind of what it's like to grow up in our area. But
Yeah.
if you want to eat, you have other places. But Walmart's the grocery place, unless you're bougie and you can spend for Hannaford.
I wouldn't think Hannaford's that bougie, but
Well, you know, Joey, look where you are.
that's fair, actually. That's fair.
Hannaford's the bougie one.
That is very fair. There's just a little bit of light here, and I'm
Oh,
going to
you
utilize.
calling me bougie? Do you shop regularly at Hannaford? Because if so, yeah, you bougie.
You bougie. You a bougie bitch.
If you drive by Walmart and you're like, no, I can go to the Hannaford, then yeah, you're bougie.
I don't. My parents.
I don't. My parents do. Well, then you grew up bougie. That's how it works. Our grocery ships were like 100% Walmart 100% of the time.
Yeah. On the decline of my family line. Oh no.
Same. The bloodline ends with me.
Ooh, mountaineering rope is also in here. Yeah, this is the equivalent. This is the Hunting's Lodge. I don't know if you've
Nice.
been here in game, Owen.
Which zone are we in?
We're still in the ravine.
Maybe.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, it's the other like really good place. It's definitely the place you go to if you want your like the place you live to be nice
Yeah.
instead of living out of a fucking garage.
Yeah. If you don't want to go to the lighthouse, you can go here.
Yeah.
Whoa, did you just throw that mask? Joey, you're gonna start a fire.
Yeah, it's fine. I also threw it on the bed.
Yeah, like, that's just gonna catch, man. It's probably made of pure wool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm sure it's
Like
fine.
it's like when you keep the hot coals in your pocket.
Yeah. Well, how else am I gonna stay warm?
No. And if they didn't have hot coals, they would put dung in their pocket. Sometimes.
Gross.
Well, it was warm.
Yeah. It's still gross.
They were probably covered in dung back then.
Covered in poop.
I mean, honestly.
I woke
It's
up
like, oh boy, I get my yearly bath today.
backpack here.
Fun fact, I believe it was John Quincy Adams. He loved skinny dipping in the Potomac
Ooh.
when he was president. What a weird... John Quincy Adams is not the president you want to see skinny dipping.
He's like, it's just
Like, I
want to
go out and see, like, Teddy or JFK. Bill
JFK
Clinton.
skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, can you imagine? JFK was hot.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's fair.
Were you thinking FDR?
Yeah, I was thinking FDR.
I'd still see FDR.
I don't know if he'd be out skinny dipping. He had polio.
Like, but John Quincy Adams is not the president you want to see in the buff.
No, he is
Dude
not.
was stout and balding. He had hella mutton chops, though.
Oh, hot. All right. Do I have any newspaper I can turn into other things?
What if you need to read the news?
Well, newsflash. Shit's not going so well.
Dateline.
I could make a hat, a head wrap. I don't think I actually have a. I don't actually have
Oh,
a
Joe,
cap.
you have a sprained ankle.
I have the potential to get one. I have a sprain risk. It's just because I'm carrying a lot, but I'm not gonna stop doing that. Oh yeah, I want to check out this sweater. Ooh, this sweater hella good. This sweater hella good. I have found a lot of good clothing items. Very heavy clothing items, but they're all quite good.
And it's what you want.
Yeah. Also, like, I bring this up mostly when, also, like, the Long Dark just sounds, like, just listen to as I tear apart the ski jacket.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can really hear that stitching tear.
Yeah, it's so satisfying. Like, put that on r/oddly satisfying. It's so nice. I need to read some of these books so I can get rid of them. Alright, I got just enough light that I can read this book. Alright. I really need that day 3 well-fed bonus to kick in so I can carry more shit. Ooh, a flare. Alright. So I don't actually remember what builds off of this region, if anything. I might actually have to go back to Forlorn Muskeg. Unfortunately.
And travel back to a more normal way.
Yeah. I think I know Mystery Lake and Mountain Town connect to Forlorn Muskeg. But I don't know if the ravine connects to anywhere else.
Joseph, are you busy Saturday?
This much gear.
This Saturday? In what way?
Like, do you have free time?
It'll depend. I believe I'm going to try... Well, I have a stream from 2 to 6, which should be Persona 4. And I might be going to get my girlfriend. That depends on her asking her parents.
Can she come over?
Yeah, I don't want to get too much into that, but yeah, fucking wolf. Might have to use my gun.
How about Sunday?
Sunday? I could be free on Sunday.
Alright. I was just curious when we want to do a horror stream.
Oh, a horror stream?
Yeah, because I have all the things I need. Because I need to get an audio split from my microphone keyboard and my computer.
Right.
That's it.
What's up, wolf?
You know, life is like an RPG, but this COVID upload is really bad for the XP thing, so I think it's still covering zero. Well, you have to look at it this way, though. You basically 100% of the time got rested XP, so you're always getting that bonus.
That's a way to look at it. Yeah, this is going well. I have 2 wolves. Just like, where you going? Luckily, the flare is the ultimate. Do not come any closer, doggo.
Yeah.
Gonna have to go back in here. I'm gonna have to cook my venison before I go back out there. It leaves me just a bit stinky.
Stink.
Yeah, I have D&D that night on Sunday, and I might still have my girlfriend over. It'll depend, I suppose.
Right.
Do you want to like actually stream it, or are you like?
Yeah, I would be. I feel
Alright.
like that's something we should stream.
All right. I don't have anything. Ooh, maple syrup. Maple syrup is hella good in this game.
Maple.
Look at that. 800,
Great day.
850. Befriend them and make them your companions. That's not how wolves work in this game. You can give them meat and they will fuck off for a bit, but they don't. They're not the nicest. Yeah, it'll depend on the timing. Yeah, I guess my freedom really comes up to whether or not I have my girlfriend over.
Right.
If she is over, probably not. I could probably do the next weekend. Let me, yeah, probably. I could
I mean,
probably.
I'm free pretty much whenever. I was just like, that
Yeah,
seemed like a reasonable time.
Right. Yeah, it'll depend. But if she is not coming over, then yeah, I'm good. Like a lot. Oh, and I'm starting a fire.
Yes, I can see it.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna cut off my gameplay for a second, just
Come
so,
on, little fire.
just so I could switch what I was seeing. There we go. Ew, pure maple syrup. Yeah.
To Know the Dark by Wendell Berry. To go in the dark with a light is to know the light. To know the dark, go without sight. And find that the dark too blooms and sings. It is traveled by dark feet and dark wings. That was To Know the Dark by Wendell Berry.
Wow. I feel like I've learned a lot.
Dark wings, everybody.
Cheyenne, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of with you. I don't love pure maple syrup.
I'm not big on maple syrup in general. It's too sweet.
Yeah, that's fair. How do you feel about honey?
I fucking hate honey.
Yeah, there.
Honey is one of the most disgusting things I have ever tasted.
that tracks if you don't like maple syrup because it's too sweet.
Honey is gross. One time when I was a child, my mother put some medicine in honey
Yeah.
to try and make it easier for me to drink because it was like cough syrup or something.
Yeah.
And it tasted so much worse with the honey that I just downed the cough syrup.
My grandma literally said, I prefer Aunt Jemima. Yeah, I actually kind of like fake maple syrup more.
Aunt Jammy,
I am ostracized by my family in that respect. And my girlfriend. My girlfriend also is just like, what the fuck are you?
I just don't like maple syrup in general.
Yeah. It's not bad. Alright, I'm going to do some reading in-game because I've got daylight and I need to start getting rid of some shit.
Survive the outdoors.
Yes. get my fire making up a bit. That'd be nice. All right, that book's done. So I can burn it next chance I get. I love the. Isn't there some fire making books that are like that? They tell you how to like survive in the wilderness, and they tell you right on it's like this could be used as like tinder.
Probably. I know that there are different copies of Fahrenheit 451 that come with matches, and the spine of the book works to light matches.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Which is funny.
That is hilarious.
Not a, here's how to make fire book, but it's very funny.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that book all about like
Yeah, it's a dystopia where they burn books.
Yeah.
And there are firefighter squads that go and like burn books. Is the very brief summary.
What if you try sugar-free maple syrup? I'm all set. Oh, wait, you're suggesting that for Owen? I mean, yeah, that's a possibility.
I don't think the sugar's my issue.
Well, it's the sweetness does come from the sugar.
I don't know. I'm not a big syrup fan in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not huge on breakfast foods, and syrup is most breakfast things.
I fucking love syrup. Not syrup, breakfast foods.
No, in order from favorite to least favorite meals, it goes dinner, lunch, breakfast.
Yeah. I fucking love breakfast. I really like dinner, lunches. I don't know. I don't really. There isn't a meal that I'm like one's better than the other.
Like my favorite breakfast foods incorporate dinner elements. You know, like steak and eggs is one of the best breakfast foods out there, and I love it so much because it's got steak, which is dinner food.
Yeah. I guess I don't like lunch as much because my lunch options are pretty limited because I don't like sandwiches.
Yeah, lunch I'm fine because like you can have like a sandwich or a salad or whatever. It's like it's fine. It's a sandwich or a salad.
Yeah,
It's very normal.
Yeah, I don't like sandwiches or salads. So
how? Those are such broad categories. This is like when you said you didn't like soup.
I also don't like soup. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you don't like soup? You don't like specific kinds of soups?
I don't like soups. I don't like drinking my food.
You like cereal.
That's not drinking my food.
Yes, it's the exact same as a soup, except it's cold.
I also don't drink the milk part of the cereal.
So you waste milk?
No, I use it in the cereal to like soften it up at points, so I'm not just crunch.
Stop! Don't back him up.
No, Cheyenne's with me on this. She is also just as picky as I am.
You can't say you don't like soup. It's such a broad category.
It's gross.
It's so broad. It's not.
I was half expecting you to just leave this Discord call at that.
Oh my god. Stews are good, but they're basically soups.
Yeah.
They're just a little heartier. If you like stews, you should like soups. I don't like the broth. Why don't you like the broth? The broth the broth carries all the flavor.
I don't like enjoying food. Jambalaya.
God, I don't understand picky people. I really fucking don't.
Yeah, well.
God above.
It's just how we be. Let's see, synchronal bars.
Drink my food. Shut up.
I am with Cheyenne on that. I don't like drinking my food.
God, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Joseph, the most aggravating part of you for me is how picky you are. That is the part about you that I like the least.
Well, I don't love it about me either, but I have to live with it.
If you drink you drink any liquid, why can't you just drink the broth? Like, it's no different than just like, I have a cup of water. Let me just yum, 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 yum. Like, just fucking slurp the soup.
I don't care for it.
Doesn't make any sense. You eat cereal, you eat the cereal, then you drink the milk. Like, it's gross. It's not gross. If you enjoyed the solid part of the soup, the broth has all the flavor that the solid parts had. All those nutrients I don't want. Yeah, this is from a person who's like, oh, I forgot to eat dinner. Oh, well.
No, that is Cheyenne, though. That is great. Hey, Cheyenne.
You're gonna starve to death, and it's because you won't drink the broth.
How angry you're getting is hilarious. I won't lie.
I just don't get it. Like, it tastes like the rest of the soup. You know, I had a little while ago. I had as a breakfast food. I had bone marrow toast. That shit was delicious.
Bone marrow toast. That does not
Yeah.
sound delicious.
Oh, it tasted so good, and the bone marrow is where the most nutrients are. Cheyenne.
Man, I'm glad that you've gotten to meet Cheyenne too. Like,
Honestly, we seem very similar
you,
in terms of
yeah.
our dynamic with you.
Yes. I think that's how I kind of described her to you. I was just you to her rather. It's like, you know how you treat me? Owen does that too.
And I did it first. And
Yeah, technically. I mean, my sister did that to me all my life, but not nearly to the point that I enjoyed it like I do with you and Cheyenne, but...
bone marrow toast was delicious. I want to try haggis. That seems good. I've seen so many old Italian men cook goat head. I want to try that. Like, it's got the eyes, it's got the brain.
How often do you see old... I treat you so nice, like in Calc. Yeah, so...
I also treat you so nice, Joseph.
Yeah. I mean, you're not, like, outwardly mean. But we have a dynamic that is somewhat antagonistic towards each other at points. I think of our Catan games.
But in reference to your Catan brings out something in me. Board games will bring out something in me if I'm being treated unfairly.
Yeah.
Because it's got this thing, and it stems from my mother.
Yeah.
Well, because whenever we play a video game or a board game that involves us opposite each other, but like not necessarily opposite, I'll say something and you'll be like, I don't know if I trust you. But if you look back on the record, I never lie. I don't. I always tell the truth. I always say what I'm going to do, and I follow through.
Yeah.
And my mother would do the same thing. She'd be like, I don't think I believe you. Look at you. You're smiling. I'm like, yeah, I'm smiling because it's funny as shit. When have I lied, though?
Yeah. It's true. I need it to be day 3.
In response to your question, I've seen a lot of old Italian men cook goat head, and they treat it like it's better than crack. Like, it's not like, oh, yes, it's quite good. They're like, oh, it's so good. Oh,
Like it's crack.
into the brain, and it's so fucking good.
You never lied? That's a lie. Cheyenne always
She
lies.
never lies. How can that be a lie?
Just is. I've experienced a lot of that. I forget what the fuck I was talking about.
Goat head.
No, before that even, or rather after that. I think I was talking about you and Cheyenne being similar in dynamics.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was talking about okay. So, Cheyenne and I took Calc together, but not like we signed up for Calc together. We knew we were going to be in the same class. Like freshman Calc that I took because I was a math major, and she took because she was a chemistry major at the time. We just sat 2 seats away from each other. We never knew each other. We never talked to each other. It wasn't until both of our senior years, where we were called calculus, that we pieced it together that we sat 2 seats away from each other.
It's like how you saw that picture of me when I was younger, and you're like, oh, you were that kid in the middle school.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember you at all in middle school, but I also barely remember middle school.
Yeah, well, I don't look at all like I did in middle school. Like, you guys get at me sometimes for having longer hair. It's just because I'm lazy about getting it cut at points. But my hair was
I had
hella long.
such long hair in middle school.
Yeah, you did. Compared to how it is now, yeah, you did.
And it wasn't even because I, like, wanted long hair. Although my hair does look better longer than shorter.
Agreed. Well,
Just because I have the cowlick and it weighs it down, and I can style it more when it's longer.
yeah.
But, like, it was really just because I was lazy and I didn't want to go and get a haircut.
My boomer ass back in my day. Yeah. Back
Yeah.
in my day.
Remember when 2012 was a thing?
Yeah.
There are people who are forming permanent memories right now that weren't alive in 2012.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They didn't get to experience it's the end of the world. My grandparents actually like.
Well, I think they're experiencing that right now.
Well, yeah. That's fair.
Justin Bieber was the worst thing happening in America. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now he looks like white trash.
Oh yeah, he does. Looking like
It's
Tekashi
weird.
69 over there.
I love the meme where it's like Justin Bieber now looks like someone who would have kidnapped Justin Bieber back then.
Oh. But as I was saying about us and Calc together, it was funny because the way she recalled it was the same thing that it happened in class. Was my professor was talking about something we could have learned, and he's like, you don't really need to know this unless you are going to be a math major. And then he asked the entire class, is anyone in here a math major? And I was the only person to raise my hand.
And then did he like sigh and be like,
Yeah, he's like,
okay, guess we have to cover this.
no, he was just like, you could just talk to me after class. But what's hilarious is Cheyenne was calling that and being like, this fucking idiot.
This asshole.
This asshole math major kid. Fuck his life. And I was like, that was me!
I was the asshole mass major.
Yeah. No, I changed my major, so. Technically, that was my second major. I never
Fucking,
changed
what
my
would happen? What would have to happen in your life to make you major in math? Like, what would have to go wrong?
I mean, you have to love math. I still
Ugh.
meant it.
I reiterate, what would have to go wrong?
I don't know. For me, I was just like, I was good at math as a young child, and people were like, this is good, keep doing that. And I was like, okay.
Math, easily my worst subject.
One of my better ones.
Easily.
Ironically,
I hate math.
Ironically, something I used to think as a young child, not a young child, at early high school, was being like,
As a
yeah, I'm
young
pretty good
lad.
at English, I really like math, I'm not good at science or history. Meanwhile, in college, I have a degree in a science, and I have a minor in history.
No. For me, it goes English, history, science, math.
Yeah.
And there's a huge disparity between history and science.
English dropped to being my least favorite subject.
Oh, I am so good at... Because it's just writing stuff, and I'm so good at that.
Yeah. I hate it. You're great at math, Shine, you're not great at math.
What is this?
What's here? Is this a revive? Holy!
Oh my.
Also, look how big that gun is.
I love that it's just discarded in the
have we
back
here?
seat.
Yeah. All right, time to load it up.
I don't think I respect people who are good at math, but like aren't doing math as their main thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if they're a scientist who are like, I do math, it's like, okay. But like if math isn't like your thing, you're like, I study history, but I'm also really good at math. I don't think I respect you.
Yeah.
Boy, that wolf really went for it.
Yeah, he was just like, no. What if I just... Hold on.
I don't know the range on that thing, man.
Yeah, it's...
Realistically, you should be able to hit it from here, but I don't know what it actually is.
Yeah. Realistically is accurate.
Oh, he's scattering.
Yeah, there's actually two. I might just want to... I don't really
him with a
want to
rock.
fight them, to be honest. I've gathered the things that I need. I'm kind of just gonna leave now.
It's interesting that these wolves are so willing to attack people.
Yeah. I think the lore reason why is because of the electromagnetic shit that happened.
Right. I think they do explain it.
Yeah, not incredible. Like, this game has lore, but you'll never find it, really, unless you play story mode or...
Yeah.
You look
And
for
like,
it.
it's always go to these computers when the electromagnetic thing is happening.
Yeah, it's very specific timing.
It's like, man, I don't want to.
Yeah. If that ever
But
comes
so
up... if that ever comes up, it's because I accidentally stumbled upon it.
Yeah, it's like I'm right next to the computer on accident, just coincidentally right when the electromagnetic thing is happening. It's like, oh wow, this is convenient.
Yeah, I am, like, 2 pounds too heavy to go down this, and it sucks. Maybe I'll go read the book
Do a
now.
couple squats.
Yeah. Now shut the fuck up, dog. Let me just...
Shoot his ass. Oh god, you didn't really aim great there.
No, because I knew as soon as I aimed at it, it would actually charge at me. And they...
Don't shoot till you see the whites of its eyes.
They, let me just got that shell casing now. They move pretty unpredictably when they start actually charging. Alright, let's burn a book. Which ones have I read? Survive the Outdoors is definitely one that I've read.
Burn a book. Alright, Mein Führer.
No, no.
No, I
good
don't,
reason.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing of that is happening. Alright.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
this one's by a classic. Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I promise to keep. And miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep. That was Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost.
I know, like, both literarily and, like, you know, back in the day.
Not sure I can carry
No,
much
whoops,
more.
I just put non-potable water in there. Like, referring to something as queer was, you know, just odd.
Yeah, I just meant like strange.
Yeah, but I really like the idea of thinking of that in modern times, and the horse be like, I don't know, pretty gay though.
Like, I don't know, some more gay to me.
Yeah, you know, don't know, pretty gay. And it's not like judgmental. It's not like horse being like, I don't know, that's pretty fucking gay. It's just like, I don't know, kind of gay.
Yeah.
Why aren't we stopping? No stable nearby.
It's like how elementary schoolers say gay before they know what it means.
Yeah. Yeah. That's less an issue nowadays.
Yeah, no, I think they know now. But like when we were kids,
Oh yeah.
and we were in elementary school or something, it's like you didn't know any gay people, or at least not any outwardly gay people.
Yeah, not it means happy. Yeah.
Well, in some instances, yes. That's a little older. In that instance, it meant strange.
Yeah.
Oh, well, gay meant happy, queer meant odd.
Yeah.
That's what. But like, it was just like, it's kind of gay, dude. And it's like, but it didn't mean like homosexual,
Right.
because you didn't even know that existed.
Like, what's
Wonder if I can drop any of this here.
homosexuality?
It just like meant like that's kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
Like that's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Same. It's the same way you said the. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, so I'm gonna say the R word.
Oh yeah. I'd prefer you didn't use that, but yeah.
Yeah. It was like the same way. Like it was never about like someone who was, had
Yeah.
Down syndrome.
Yeah.
It just meant a bad idea.
Yeah.
It was like it just you didn't know.
I've never
Never
met a non-happy
non-happy
gay.
gay. That's
I
true. They live the best life.
I've met some pretty non-happy gays. In fact, Cheyenne, no offense, but you don't seem all that happy all the time.
Shots fired. Well, she said she's never met a non-happy gay. Has
Oh.
she met herself though? Is that a thing? Like,
I have met a great number of non-happy gays. See, Andrew.
I'd say I've met not content gays. I don't know that I've met not happy. Like, fucking, like it's like a party, you know?
Yeah. I don't know me.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like, straight people don't have parades. Is what I'll say. You've got to be happy to have a parade.
Straight people don't have parades.
Like, not about like being straight, you know?
No. I just think that statement's really funny.
Like, there's no parade where it's like, woo, straight.
Yeah, straight.
The Macy's Day. I'd argue the Macy's Day Parade is pretty gay.
Oh, and is that horse being like, I don't know, pretty gay though. Big fucking Mickey Mouse. Mm-mm.
Come on, little fire.
Like, have you seen the Gay Pride Parade? That looks like the happiest place on earth. Like, not for me
Perfect.
personally, but like for whoever's involved.
One's like, get me there.
For me personally, the happiest place on earth is a cheap bar during happy hour.
We do have a SpongeBob float. Exactly.
And you know SpongeBob is gay. Like, have you fucking
Oh,
seen
yeah.
the man?
Honestly.
It's like that episode where he thinks he's ugly. He's like, I'm ugly and I'm proud. So it's like, is that what they're calling it now?
Yeah. Is it being ugly? SpongeBob, is that it?
Although the all-time best joke from that entire series will always be, to the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on. That'll always be the best joke in
Yeah.
that show.
Oh. I haven't watched SpongeBob in a while.
Oh, no, not at all.
It's how I
Oh,
made
no.
my college friends, though.
I always see the clip, which is like a clip from like a newer SpongeBob, and then the caption is, I guess newer SpongeBob still has some gems.
Right.
And it's like a mom fish taking your kid to like learn how to swim, and they put on like the water wings, like the floaties,
Yeah.
which is what I called them, but apparently a lot of people call them water wings.
No, I'm with you. It's floaties.
Yeah, it's probably a regional thing, but like they put the floaties on and they start like flapping their wings and they fly like into the sky. He's like, Billy, no!
that's pretty
No,
good.
I agree. You just chuck them in the pool. But some kids with happy childhoods have floaties.
Oh, these fucking wolves are not gonna let me be. I'm out of here. The sad truth is, as soon as I get down here, I'm pretty sure there's a bear cave right next to this.
Dude, if you kill that bear, you're eating for months.
Oh, yeah, if. It's a big fucking if. Honestly, I'm fairly set right now in the Long Dark. I have both the pistol and the rifle. Like, that's
Yeah,
that's
you're
pretty
a pretty
safe.
good chick. You just need to get a bow for long term.
Yeah, just to make sure I can continuously get food. But honestly, this is going pretty well. I don't really want to stay in the ravine because this place is pretty deadly,
Yeah.
as you've seen with me just walking out and there being 2 wolves from one of the 2 safe places in the game. And I think this
I
lake
thought,
alone.
going back to
there
the
he is.
swimming thing, I always thought, like you see in TV shows and sitcoms and stuff, like parents bring the, like babies and toddlers and stuff to like swimming lessons.
Yeah.
I always thought that was a myth. Like I thought that was just for TV.
Yeah.
Like that and like allowances.
Oh, that's a big mood, yeah.
I thought that was just for TV show.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like, well, who goes to swimming? Like you? Oh yeah, you go to the pool and they're like, all right, you hold the kid, now kick your leg. No, they just throw you in the pool. They throw you in the deep end. They're like, sink or swim. And if you start to like drown, they lift you up and they're like, go again.
yeah. Well, I had my family, my other side of the family, not like my mom's side.
Wow, you had more than one side of the family. Wow.
Yeah, well, yeah, my parents are divorced.
Well, not same, but
Yeah,
they were never married.
yeah.
Separated is the term.
I know, me bougie having 2 sides of families.
Wow. Dude, you got 2 parents? Wild.
Yeah. But we had like a cabin on a pond.
Yes, we had. My grandfather had a cabin on Worthley Pond. Which
Yeah.
My mother inherited it, but I think it's sold.
Yeah.
But yes, we had a cabin on Worthley Pond.
That's just how I learned, is they would just be like, get in the water, Joe. And I'd be like, okay.
No, I got straight up like cannonballed into the pool. Because we had a pool on our back. It was above ground pool. So I just
Yeah.
got thrown in. They're like, swim. You want to die? Swim.
Don't you have like a, doesn't your family have like a, like, not above ground, but the other one, like the in-ground pool now?
Well, so we had an above ground pool, and my mother had it removed when I was like in high school. And then apparently, since I've been in college, she got a new above ground pool installed from the Coulthards again. And apparently, this one's fucking heated.
Oh.
And I'm like, have y'all become rich since I moved out? Like, Is having a one less child to support like made you that much more rich?
That is something I've learned is children are very expensive.
Yeah, I guess my brother's
stuff
moved
will
out
come
as
in
well,
handy.
but she still pays some of his bills.
Right.
Which is dumb. He has to pay like $2,000 a year. But whatever.
Right. Perfect. I am very covered in head to toe with clothing right now.
Yeah.
Very warm.
Throw on that fucking balaclava.
Yeah, it makes me look like I'm gonna rob a bank, but
Yeah.
it keeps me very warm.
I'm gonna rob these wolves.
Yeah, you ever think there was
Give me everything you got.
you ever think there's a bit where like someone's like robbing a bank with all those on? He's just like, oh fuck, this is hot, and he just like takes it off mid
God,
robbery.
it's warm in here. Okay, much better.
Yeah, it's like
I'm sweating.
it's just like Robbie, what? You worked here last month. We fired you. No, I just and he puts the back on, but like not perfectly. No, it's Mike the robber.
Bobby, the robber.
Look at all this coal. I forgot how much I left here.
Go more.
Coal. I literally, at this point, I'm just waiting for stuff to start drying, like getting cured.
Yeah.
And just staying warm. So, reading books. Does Owen own Total Warhammer? That he does.
I do, yeah. I played it long before Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph has played it none yet. But
I'm a long-standing fan of the Total War series.
yeah. So is Andrew. Very much. I remember when learning, like, Andrew and I were college friends, and we were very close college friends. And one of the first things was like Total War, and I was like, no. But I know people who very much do.
Yes. I'm a long-standing fan of Total War. I like strategy games a lot. Strategy games are definitely like top 5 game genres for me.
Yeah.
Along with horror games. I like horror. Horror.
Horror.
Terror. Fuck was knocking on my door and missed your response. Yes, I like Total War. I play Total War Warhammer. I'm a long-standing fan of the Total War series.
Strategy
I like
games
strategy
win.
games.
Oh, Ethan's here. Hello, Ethan.
Ethan, fishing's better. Haha. I have a voice, so I win.
Ethan's like, I hate all fishing games. What if we just play a fishing game on stream?
You know what I don't like?
Oh.
Racing games.
Yeah, racing game's kind of bad. We gonna conquer the old war with Owen? I mean, if Owen has nothing going on after this, we can. Andrew won.
I don't have anything going on. I'll get it installing right now. I don't have it installed currently. I'll start that.
Also, screw your fish from Ethan. Fishing's great.
Fishing in Stardew is the best way to play the game.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Andrew, do you have a favorite faction in Total War 2?
Let's go make a fire. So Owen can tell more stories. And by stories, I mean poems.
Hold on, I'm at my desktop right now.
That's fine. It's gonna take a second to get there.
I can make one up. Okay, give me a second. Tell me when you start the fire.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta find the fireplace. Oh, fire barrel. All right, there we go. We lighten up.
Skin fresh as white snow. Hair black as raven feathers.
It's snowing.
It's
on
snowing on Mount Fuji. Dude, it's been... We were in high school when that bit happened, and we're still referencing it.
It's such a good one.
It's real funny.
I like how our mind went to the same place, though.
Also, how weird is it that it's been many a year since Sonic Boom happened?
Yeah, that...
Like, that was years ago.
Yeah.
It
Remember-
still feels fresh in the mind.
Remember when that was heralded as one of the worst games ever made?
I feel like it still is.
Yeah, but people were like, oh, you get like games like Sonic Boom out. Like,
Again, I still feel like that's a great example of a terrible game.
right. Also, Andrew answered your question.
What did he say? I'm not at that.
He said, I'm a major Vampire Counts player, but I'm known to enjoy the Skaven.
Vampire counts are cool. I like Skaven. I like the Lizard Man, and I specifically like the hero that specifies in the skinks. I love having a skink army.
Skink does not sound...
There's little skinks.
It just doesn't sound like a word people should say.
There's little skinks. Also, Isaac White loves Total War Warhammer 2. He's at work, but another time you should invite him.
Skink army in PvP. It just doesn't sound like things people should say. I'm sure it's fine. But it sounds
it's fine.
odd.
It's a reference to a lizard.
Oh shit, Isaac White. Yeah, I know. The man himself. The man, the myth, the legend.
The man, the myth, the guy who had intercourse with an orange. First story we ever told our college friends about Isaac White our freshman year, me and Andy.
I love that.
Yeah, our friend Isaac White's gonna come to visit. He banged an orange. By the way, everyone in chat, Isaac White banged an orange.
You just outed him to the entire fucking internet.
Well, it's not the weirdest thing he's done. So.
No, I like that story though because it's a very funny thing.
I was like when your mom walked in on his jerk.
Yeah, that happened.
And she's just like, I didn't see anything, which translates to I saw everything.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I like the orange story mostly because I lived him going to do it. He was just like, what if? As holding the orange, I'm like, what? And he's like, I'll be back.
Such a weirdo. I also he told me a story about how he was at your house, because that's where most of the hangouts happened.
Yeah.
And Keenan was there too.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it was summer, so Keenan had his shirt off.
Yes, I do know this story.
And Keenan apparently got an erection and flipped it up, but forgot he wasn't wearing a shirt, so Isaac just saw the tip of his dick.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, Keenan.
Yep.
Weirdo. I love Keenan. Keenan's funny.
Yeah.
Keenan is funny in the same way Justin Canton is funny.
Yeah.
And Justin Canton is one of the funniest people on the planet.
Right. I need it to be less dark. Can I just sit here and pass the time for a minute? Yeah, let's just pass the time for an hour.
What? It's just the orange fucking. I don't know what's so confusing.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are literally just experiencing what it is for me and Owen to hang out together.
This isn't anywhere near the weirdest conversation we've had.
No, we have many, many worse and odd conversations. What are some of our theoreticals? We've talked. There are certain theoreticals that only come up when it's us and then someone else who hasn't talked about it before.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I remember a single conversation we've had.
I think they just kind of happen, and then I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Joey about what? I don't fucking know.
Fucking Joey and I woke up, started playing Civ, and
15.
kept going, and then we went to bed. That was like a 14-hour game.
Yeah, we did that.
I don't think I remember a single conversation we've had. I think it just happens.
Yeah.
If you can remember any theoreticals we've had, I'm sure I can jump back into it. But...
Oh, sure. I will not lie. I'm also in a very similar position where I don't remember everything we've ever talked about.
It just happens, man.
We are people who live in the instant with that kind of things.
Oh, excuse me. There's just a flow to. Dude, 90% of the time, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
You think I gotta keep track of everything that I talk about?
What would you do if you pooped out a golden egg? Probably start gaping my butthole to poop out larger golden eggs.
This is one of Cheyenne's theoreticals.
So it would get easier every time. So I'd start like putting stuff in there. What about you, Joseph?
No, I know this conversation.
Well, I don't know your answer though.
My answer is I'd flush that shit down. I'd be
You
like,
flush down a golden egg?
Yep,
That's gold.
I don't want to know anything that's gone on with it. Like, I know mostly Cheyenne presented this question to me, and I knew she was in one of her moods of like.
He always refuses to play.
Yeah. One of her moods of like, I want to get Joey into like a conversation that I know he's not going to enjoy.
Man, I don't know any specifics, but I feel like I do shit like this to you all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, you can play this game with Cheyenne. You can see this rabbit hole that this goes down. Hell, Cheyenne, you want to get on this Discord call to have this conversation?
Being said, like, I'd start doing, I'd like start training to make it easier to do. But also, I feel like I couldn't use too many of the eggs because I'd start to devalue gold.
Yeah.
There's feel it like a chocolate gold coin. I don't want the chocolate in that egg.
I don't want the chocolatey of my asshole. Oh. Yeah.
Consume.
You should
Consume
eat.
privacy.
Maybe one day after D&D. That's fair. Yeah. After some
Maybe one day
Avernus.
in the middle of D&D. We're traveling. It's like, so Petrus, what would you do if you got a gold egg?
Well, I imagine I'd gape that shit. Petrus just talking about he's gonna gape that. God, this is a conversation I don't normally have on stream.
What can I say? I bring a certain charm.
Yeah, something like that. Alright. There is a
Yep,
place.
sounds
I
good.
want to get out of here. I'm not gonna lie. As
Sounds
long as it
good.
doesn't turn into.
I don't understand that reference.
Yeah, so we have a mutual friend named Austin. We love Austin. He was one of our staff members. And I worked with Austin for his theoretical for this. And I won't spoil what the theoreticals are because it's a fun one. But essentially, Austin and I just did a lot of experimentation with it.
Sure.
And it went so far away from what Cheyenne wanted it to be that
My
she got
question
very
is-
frustrated with us.
My big question about this egg hypothetical is it a solid gold egg or is it a gold shell with like egg in the middle?
It's one of the questions. You
Because
have-
if it's solid gold, damn, I'm rich after one leg.
That's why you peel it. It's not. Yeah, it depends.
Depends. It depends on what I want it to be, what I've eaten. What does it depend on?
What I've eaten. If you have a lot of fiber, it turns into a solid gold egg.
Like, can I crack the egg or is it just gold all the way through?
Do you try to see if there's something inside of it?
Yeah, I guess I'll crack the egg. Can I
Did you
cook
have-
with it? Like,
Did you have Taco Bell? Are you trying to cook with it?
is it like part human in there because it's my child, or is it like all chicken, or is it gold all the way through? Like, I don't. There's a lot of variables here.
Yeah, this is an odd theoretical, but I have lived through this telling. Does this go somewhere? Wait a minute. No, this bridge be broken. Yeah, I thought so.
They'll probably make it for the next zone.
That's what I think is what it's gonna be.
You crack it, and inside is a not fully formed miniature version of you that is now dead. I gotta find someone to fertilize this egg. Wait, so does it work like chicken eggs or fish eggs? Or does it just clone me if I leave it? Because, like, if it's already forming a version of me, it seems like it's already fertilized. So, like, am I cloning myself when I lay these eggs, or do I need another party to come on the egg?
Use this.
Well, your questions are answered 6 months later.
I guess at that point, I'll try and warm it and see if it hatches or if I need another party. And if it hatches, I can just sell the gold outer shell. Yeah, so I can just sell the gold outer shell and unleash an army of me. Also, I don't know if at hatch I'd be able to tell it was a mini version of me. I don't think I'd recognize a baby me.
But then you're paying child support. Yeah, but you're rich because of the gold shells.
Yeah, like... Well, that's not an insignificant amount of gold if a whole ass human baby's gonna hatch from it. Also, I can asexually reproduce? I need to talk to scientists. I don't remember all of the things I did with Austin, but it was very similar. You should know, whole baby, because your ass will be destroyed. It's just like actual Owen. It doesn't need food, water, or air. Like the child doesn't, or the egg doesn't?
You do not. The tiny egg.
It's about 6 inches tall. So it's like a baby that's 6 inches, or like it's like me now, but 6 inches
Yes,
tall?
that latter.
Does it have the same mental capacity that I do, and does it grow to full size?
Oh, look, another pry bar.
I'm putting this hypothetical in a group chat I'm in right now.
You can fix 6 inches and not seemingly. So it doesn't seemingly have the same mental faculties.
Okay, so but like,
You
does
ask
it
it
have
how-
baby mental
You ask
faculties?
it how he feels about John Jay, and it just shrugs.
Oh, that's no child of mine. I have the John Jay book right next to me right now, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm using it for a story map assignment.
Oh, I love that.
I just love, my favorite part of that whole biography is that John Jay and John Adams were just like bros.
Yeah.
It also seems to match your clothes. Does it change clothes every day and somehow get a new set of clothes that I didn't provide, or just what I was wearing when I shat it? Or what I was wearing when it hatched, either one.
A lot of valid questions about this egg story.
Look, I need the in-depth details. It looks exactly like you at any moment, just tiny. That's freaky. I think I want to get rid of it. Or put it to work.
I'm remembering some of what Austin's was.
I think...
Cheyenne just hit you with the, are you sure you want to do that DM question?
I'd sell them.
You put them
I
up
think
for
I'd
adoption.
sell them, and I'd sell the golden shell. No, not adoption. And I'd sell the golden shell separately. So I'd get, like, hella rich. Like, have you guys ever been on the deep web?
No.
They'll buy a mini human.
Yikes.
So I think I'd do that. But, like, maybe make it drink, like, a lot of drugs and alcohol beforehand.
Oh,
so
yes,
it's
I
like-
have. Listen, overviewing someone on the deep web is not being on the deep web. I did watch someone be on the deep web and say out loud, can I buy fake money?
Dude, the deep web is fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
I hate it.
Yeah. It's not a pleasant place to be.
It's awful.
I'm getting out of the ravine, and we're going back to Forlorn Muskeg, but we're not staying there.
Joseph, since you brought it up, fun fact, John Jay came in third in the first presidential election.
Wow. Third?
Yeah. Washington came in first because every state gave him at least one vote to make it unanimous.
Uh-huh.
Then John Adams came in second, but John Jay was third.
Wow. And then John Adams didn't get his turn until the third time.
No, John Adams was the second president. He was the first vice president.
Oh, yeah, right.
Jefferson was the third president.
Yep.
First Secretary of State.
Yep. VP number 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking of the VP position. Oh, there's a deer. Do I shoot the fuck out of this deer? I have no.
A deer, a female deer.
I have no carrying capacity right now though, so I don't really want to do that. My clothes are too heavy. Is the problem.
Man, oddly enough, no one has responded to my golden egg question yet.
Cheyenne said that's where we'll end this session until next time. Looks like we're gonna have to play the Long Dark every week. Look at that deer run. Yeah, this deer is exactly facing the problem that deers will face.
Yeah.
It runs.
It'll sprint, but then you're just like, hey.
Yeah, I'm still just behind it. And in this case, I also have a gun.
Yeah. So Joseph, something funny happened today.
Okay.
You know how I'm unemployed right now?
Yeah.
So, I'm steadily finding jobs, but Indeed will do this thing where sometimes employers can send you a message where it's like, hey, you look like a good fit, you should apply.
Uh-huh.
And whenever I get one of those emails, I just hit yes and then delete the email.
Yeah.
Because, like, they usually don't get back to you. But if they do, I can just decide then whether or not I'm actually interested.
Uh-huh.
So this morning I got an email which is like, hey, you applied to our thing. Like, we think you'd be, based on your references and past job history, we think you'd be a good fit for our assistant manager. I was like, oh, assistant manager? That sounds awesome. I could do that. And then it was like, at our Circle K. I was like, oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, assistant manager, awesome. Oh, Circle K, no thank you.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't wanna do gas station work. That's scary.
Yeah, it is. It's a weird...
I've been in gas stations. Every time I go into gas station, there's always at least one person who looks extremely strung out.
Yeah. I'm always like... I feel like this is not... I wouldn't say a modern thing. I think in like the past 12 years, gas stations have gone to incredibly creepy levels of people you see in them. And it's never a good time.
It's bad, man. It's
like,
bad.
Like at any given moment, there's someone in the gas station that you see that you're like, I don't feel safe right now.
There is always at least one strung out junkie.
Yeah.
And it's always like, oh, I'll keep an eye on them. Oh boy, I'm here with a woman. Let's get in front of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's always bad. I'm like, I don't like this.
I had an interaction at our local gas station.
Which one?
Blaisdell's. You know.
Oh yeah, Blaisdell's is bottom of the list.
Yeah, you know Blaisdell's the worst one.
Yeah.
But I was in.
Was nice.
Yeah, Tulsa is very nice. I was there buying alcohol because I'm 23 years old. And there was someone there. She was like, I got carded, and I had to take down my mask so they could, register the fact that I am in fact old.
Yeah.
So old, yes. I'm ancient.
Yeah, you are old as shit.
I'm 23. Yeah.
Old as shit.
But what happened was apparently there was some other guy there who was just chatting up this lady working cash register. Also, I don't know if they knew each other or if she was just being nice, but their conversation, like he felt very creepy the entire time.
Right.
If you can't ID without a mask up, you're shit at your job. Well, yeah, it's not like a liquor store. It's just a convenience store that sells liquor.
Gabby White went to the Family Dollar near us in the past couple months. And this dude walked up to her and was like, hey, you single? I'm looking for a baby mom. I want interracial babies.
Ooh.
And she was like, fuck off.
Oh.
And like the cashier had to be like, dude, get out of here. And then looked at Gavin and was like, he's been doing this all day. It's like, Jesus Christ.
That's
all
fucking...
day? Does he have nowhere to be?
It's fucking yikesy. But like, the guy asked me, it's just like, how old are you? And I turn around, I'm like, I'm 23. And she's like, or I don't even think I said it. I think I just turned around and said I'm 23, but she was like, just barely old enough. I'm like, I've been old enough to buy alcohol for 2 years. Don't at me with that.
Dude, I'm 21, but it's been like a few months, and at this point, if someone was like just barely old enough, I'd be like, great, can you just get
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean?
It's like, oh, just barely old enough. It's like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, have you not been living in 2020? It feels like 10 years old.
Just barely old enough would be like 2 days.
Yeah, that
After
one I'd be
that,
like, yeah,
you're-
it's fair.
After that, you're well old enough.
Okay, boomer, that hurt. Now she looked like older, but not like old. Like I believe she was in her mid-30s, turning 40.
Joseph,
Yes.
you and Neil gotta like come down and visit at some point.
I mean, yeah, we will at some point.
Once Neil's over his COVID.
Yeah.
There's a hibachi place near here that I think would be fun for us all to go to.
Oh yeah. They do
Yeah.
steaks, yeah.
Well, yeah, you can get. I mean, it's an Asian place. Like you generally get like rice,
Right.
and then you can get steak as your meat.
Mhm.
But it's like they come and they do it in front of you, and they do all the tricks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They'll
I've
squirt
been
the
to a
sake
hibachi.
into your mouth. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. I think it would be fun for us all to go as a group.
Yeah, I'd like that. Try looking at a 17-year-old boy trying to buy alcohol with a mask at a new place with an ID that barely looks like you. Yeah. Well, Andrew worked at a liquor store, and he was telling me about how, like, guys, it's really easy to tell when they're, like,
Yeah.
the ID
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
match. But apparently, on the flop side, girls is sometimes impossible. Because, like,
Yeah, it can be a little tough.
unless they're, like,
I worked at Hannaford for a little while,
yeah.
and it's like they tell you to be safe. Like, yeah, ID everyone if they look like under 40.
Yeah.
And like you just look at some people and you think like sometimes you're like, I don't feel like,
Right.
they're probably fine, and you just wave them through. But then other times you're like, I gotta ask.
Yeah, I gotta be sure. Pictures with their dyed hair and makeup kits. Cheyenne feels attacked. Like,
Well, there was also that thing. There was like one time I think at Hannaford where there were some people. I worked at Hannaford as a freshman,
right.
and there were some people I went to school with, and I knew through school, so I knew they were underage.
Mhm.
But I was like, man, I don't feel like having a whole thing here,
Right.
and I like these guys, and like I'd do it too.
Yeah.
So like I was like, oh, can I see your ID? And they handed it to me, and like it wasn't even a fake ID. They just didn't expect to be carded because they didn't expect someone they knew to be there.
Right.
So I just looked at their ID and I went, happy birthday, and I handed them their card. Because they looked like just old enough to where it's like, yeah, they could be 21.
Right.
So I was like, happy birthday, because like people were right there and handed it back, and then we sent them on through. Next time they saw me, they were like, oh, dude, thanks so much.
Eh.
I was like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Share with me.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink this maple syrup. Imagine just downing an entire thing of maple syrup, because that's what my character just did.
Okay, someone responded to my question.
All right.
They asked a couple follow-up questions, but their response is, I would thoroughly believe that Willy Wonks was real, and I would never stop searching for him, and I would die before giving up to find him and be employed as a human that lays golden large eggs. And no, they aren't chocolate, but I'm sure he'd be okay with that, and I'd make him fall in love with me and give him wonderful chocolate syrup every night. And one day, one of the eggs would be fertilized, and I would lay a chocolate egg, and an Oompa Loompa would be born.
That is a very, very descriptive
Solid? I'm gonna say solid plan.
hunting knife. Also, I'm in Mystery Lake now.
Oh, the easy zone. Except Joey's gonna die.
Yeah, yeah, except knowing my luck, I will die here. I could go to the hunting lodge, but... eh. Well, not the trapper's cabin, rather. I'll go to the hunting lodge, because why wouldn't I?
Right.
Why do people keep thinking that? Because chocolate, like, it's just chocolate eggs. What about regular lake? Nah, this one's a mystery. Why the fuck do they call this Mystery Lake?
Because it's a mystery as to what happened at the end of the world.
I guess. I guess. I don't like chocolate. Yeah, I know you don't. Owen doesn't like chocolate either.
I don't either. Oh, I also just inhaled some wine.
You inhaled the wine. Don't get bronchitis.
Yeah, when it Joseph, if I were gonna get a bronchitis from inhaling liquids, I think I would have gotten it a while ago.
Yeah, you do it. Actually, you do that quite a bit.
Yes. I don't choke on solids nearly as much as I choke on liquids.
No.
Probably take a drink of water. I don't think I've had any today.
I gotta go. I gotta get more pretty soon. I also want to kind of go grab one of my snack bars for my midstream hunger that I acquire.
Ugh. You know, sometimes you'll be existing and you'll take a sip of water and you'll be like, oh, that's the best thing ever. And you'll like chug the water. But other times you're like, man, that tastes like shit.
Yeah.
And you like take a sip and you're like, never again. I'm going back to my alcohol. You know?
I mean, yeah, it depends on how much flavor is in my mouth at the time, I guess.
It depends on the mood, you know?
Yeah.
Right now, water tastes like shit.
Tastes like poopy. I wanna get, now that I have all this stuff, I kind of want to go to,
Then get alcohol, Cheyenne. You're an adult. Go get
just
some.
class. Like 4 minutes.
Drink during class. It's online.
Yeah. I think she has to participate because she's in grad school. They do things. Alright. You know what I don't get? People who refuse to drink water like they don't drink, like they just don't
Oh,
touch
I
it.
know so many people like that. It is absurd.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like,
Water good.
yeah, like, water is one of my favorite things to drink that's non-alcoholic.
Your old supervisors and classmates with the cameras on. That's right.
Ooh,
One of our old bosses.
I spent one of my longest runs in this game in this, like, tourist center.
Oh, yeah, it's so nice. This is the place to
Yeah.
be.
It's right on the lake, too, so you can fish so easily.
Right. You can't drink water. You don't deserve to influence the gene pool.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I feel
I
that.
don't want to influence the gene pool, but, like, I still drink water.
I was talking with someone, and I was just like, yeah, drinking water is great for you. And they're like, I don't like the way it tastes. I'm like, it tastes like nothing. There's no taste. And they're like, that's why I hate it. I'm like, "Ugh, it's just so,
How can you hate no taste? Like, it's just nothing.
yeah.
I don't hate air because it doesn't smell like anything.
Yeah. Ooh, a cooking pot. That's pretty good. Let's get a fire going. I don't like tap water, but I can drink filtered or bottled. Well, tap water, gross, because you don't know what the fuck
Well,
that's
it depends on where you
Come
are.
on, little fire.
Yeah.
It depends. Like, I wouldn't drink the tap water at a lot of my friends' houses growing up, but I'd drink the tap water at mine because we had a well.
Yeah, well, we have well water. That's completely
Oh,
different.
yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
That is
Dude,
so
wasn't
much
it
better.
wild? Like, you'd go to a friend's house and you'd dip the tap water and you'd be like, oh.
Like when we went
It's
to
like,
Neil's.
oh, they have town water. Yeah, like you'd go and you'd try and get some tap water and like, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
So like, you just learn to like ask, it's like, hey, do you have town water or?
Yeah, you got well water, and people were. If you ever got the answer of yes, you're like, fuck yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, because well water is so nice.
It is nice. It is.
I grew up in well water, and that's still some of the purest water I've ever had.
Yeah, our water's in our area is pretty good. I don't really complain that much.
The well water in the area is good.
Yes.
The town
Yeah.
water will probably kill you.
Yeah, probably. Is this parka better than my parka?
I think I can.
There's
Answer to that
probably more
is better.
carcinogens in the town water than there are in cigarettes.
So true. Yeah, town water bad.
Yeah.
Do not trust. All right, drink some potable water. I feel like town water is a thing you should probably boil before you drink.
Yeah, it depends on where you're from.
Yeah.
It really does. Back home for sure. It's not good.
Yeah, it is.
You got well water, it's fine. It really depends though.
Yeah. Be true. Is there anything like good in
You know, in
here?
a lot of places, it's illegal to collect and
Yeah, rainwater.
the rainwater.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty.
What happened to freedom?
Owen asking the hard-hitting questions on my stream.
Yeah.
Will be useful.
I don't know.
Look, man, I'm a political science major. This is what we talk about.
It's true. It's true. Can't you wait until you
What
can say
happened
I
to the
have a
freedom of
degree
rainwater?
in political science? Because soon, Owen, that'll be your reality.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, you broke out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. You're gonna have a degree in political science, not just a major.
Yeah.
What's
I'll probably never use it. I
right?
probably actually will not use it. Like, because I like, for after I graduate stuff, teaching seems like an easy thing to do. You know, just
right.
go into teaching. It's a decent salary right off the bat.
Mhm.
People are desperate for teachers right now.
Yeah,
And
especially.
also, like, this whole, like, doing all of this, I can fulfill my lifelong dream of being a pilot, apparently.
Yeah, yeah, because we just
So I'll
found...
probably just be like, oh, he's this, and also he has a political science degree.
yeah, because we just found out.
Like, I probably won't use it.
Okay.
Because we just found out that pilots can probably fly even while being colorblind.
Yeah, you can wear glasses and also you can be colorblind.
Yeah.
As long as you pass a certain thing, and even then the restriction is just, yeah, don't fly at night.
That'll be funny. Then you could, you know, fly
Tired.
and maybe help me travel places with it being maybe less expensive.
No.
And I can joke with you about having therapy, and you're like, nah.
Dude, I do want to be a pilot.
Yeah,
Too bad pilot market is oversaturated because of COVID. No, they're looking for pilots because of COVID. Also, even if I just got my private pilot's license, I would be thrilled. Even if I didn't go commercial, I just love, God, I just fucking love it.
we're pretty tired, but we're gonna drink some water, and we're gonna get a little ass in bed.
Boy, it's so funny. Like, every career thing I have in my head is like a potential thing. It doesn't involve me actually using my degree.
Yeah.
Also used the wrong two. TOO should have been used there, but
Welcome to chat.
Yeah.
Chat's rarely ever perfectly.
Well, it's probably difficult to find work right now because people aren't taking as many flights. But after it's over, there will be enough pilots that have dropped out because of COVID that the market will need more to recover. And I'm not looking in the right now. I'm looking for after I take lessons and get my pilot's license and then go through the proper certifications to get a commercial license. So by the time I'd be viable, it will be in need of pilots.
Did I eat all of that MRE? I didn't. I have 62 calories left. That's fucking dumb.
Have you ever eaten an MRA?
No, I heard it tastes like, you know, like terrible.
They're not generally great. Some are better than others.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, tower control people have some of the highest suicide rates in America. Interesting.
Why? That's
No, why?
That's an odd fact.
That seems weird. Is there a correlation there?
What? Jump almost suck ass hard. Yeah, but more than like telemarketers.
Really? Should it? Does it suck? Like, I don't imagine that's that bad. Like,
It's like 50,
like
50%.
yes,
Don't
Eagle
lie.
2, this is Tower 3, you are clear for land. Like, that doesn't seem that bad.
apparently it makes you want to kill yourself.
Like, I've worked some shit jobs.
That can
That
confirm.
doesn't sound that bad. Every job I've worked is like bottom 5.
Yeah, you work.
Other than like physical shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like physical difficult stuff is obviously lower, but I've worked some bad jobs.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's turn some of these Tinder plugs into Tinder plugs. Plug my Tinder down below. Alright. I have a fishing hook. I can now officially go fishing.
I matched with a super weird person on Tinder the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it on stream with us all?
I don't need to give specifics. It was just one of those people where you match with them and you start a conversation, and like they're immediately telling you like, here are my deepest insecurities in my life story. And it's like, oh, I don't really know you.
I see. They're looking
Maybe
for connection.
I'm not the person to talk to about this.
Right.
Like, we met 20 minutes ago. It's like, I don't...
Tinder's weird.
Sorry.
I can never bash Tinder too much because some of my greatest relationships have come out of Tinder that aren't necessarily like romantic.
Right.
I've met a lot of cool people through Tinder that I'm just like, yeah, I'm just good friends with them.
Oh, yeah, sure, friends. Right, that's what we
yeah, well, you and I have
That's what I assumed you meant.
you and I have had very different results from Tinder. Oh. I want Tinder to quote-unquote make friends. It never turns out that way.
Same, yeah.
It's never the intention. But goddamn.
Joey's like on the app and he's like rubbing his hand, wringing his hands like a villain. He's like, "Hey baby, you want to come be my friend?"
Don't paint me in that picture. Oh, it's just like people talk to me, and it's the thing where it's just like I don't use like pickup lines or anything. I just kind of talk as me, and people just go, "You're cool." And they're like, not like relationship cool. And I'm like, "Oh, cool, thanks."
I always start with, if they don't start, then I start with just a really weird sentence.
This
Okay.
will come in handy.
Like, pickup lines are fine, but if it's just a weird sentence, their attention is caught.
Right.
Like, if you start with something like, hey, if you laid a golden egg tomorrow, what would you do? They're like, all right, let's see where this goes.
Yeah, I'm
That's
curious.
interesting. Yeah, it's like, that's strange, and also now I'm intrigued.
Yes. Where would I do tomorrow if I had a golden egg?
And it's like, hey, you see me in this outfit that dads wear? Hey, baby.
Dad outfit.
Yeah. It's like, hey, baby, do you have a good relationship with your father? No? Awesome.
Jesus.
This stuff will come in handy.
Oh. No. I've had a lot of interesting interactions. Like there was one of my now best friends. We were in social psych together. We met on Tinder. And then we just, just like, hey, we're just like best friends now.
They rank above or below me.
I think I want to go to Coastal Highway next, Owen.
There's a right answer.
I'm not gonna answer.
Actually,
I'm expecting you to leave the Discord call at that point.
I've had too much wine to get upset about something this little.
All right.
This is beneath me, Joseph.
Yeah, it's beneath you.
Me and Gretchen have been drinking wine while eating some cheeses and discussing the latest erotic novel.
Oh.
Catherine is in favor of Josiah, but personally,
what the
like
fuck are you
Robert.
talking about?
Just the old white women.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And
you're
their
just...
wine and erotic book clubs.
Ah, I see. That's what you're getting at. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... You know, Owen? I'm gonna get to your favorite place.
Lighthouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to Desolation Point. And depending on how much time we have left, I'll probably end the stream there. There's a lot of goddamn wolves.
You gotta bring down that population.
Oh, you
Gotta
right.
go hunting.
You right. What I like is you can I don't know if you noticed, but you can move with the rifle. You cannot move when you aim the pistol. You're just
Yeah.
stock still. Feels like the more awkward. It feels like the less awkward gun to move and shoot, but okay. Also, I think there's some rabbits here. Let's see if I can bag one.
You sure you want to waste a bullet instead of trying to rock?
I grabbed a rock.
Oh, you said that and like you held out the gun.
You might have been looking on stream.
I was. Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I had switched to a rock after I said it. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is not where rabbits are. I only, like... I spent a lot of time in Mystery Lake in my, like, 30 days of it, so, like, I know the area, but it's still not, like... Like, Coastal Highway, I probably know very well. 'Cause that's where I played a lot of.
I just know Mystery Lake really well because I started playing this game very early. Like,
Yeah.
this game like came out and I was like, ooh. So like Mystery Lake was like the one place
Yeah.
when I started playing.
When I started playing, they had Mystery Lake
It's like
or
it's just
Coastal Highway.
ingrained. Yeah.
They didn't even have the connection land. Like, you know how now if you go
Yeah.
to Coastal Highway, there's like a small
Yeah, like
area.
you started in one and you were there.
Right.
It's crazy to think how much has been added to this game.
Yeah, no, this game's crazy good. I highly suggest it to anyone who does enjoy some survival games.
It's just weird to think I started playing this game when I lived at my mom's house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Arrow. Ooh. Some rifle bullets. And an MRE for some goddamn reason. I am finding a lot of good things. Minus a bow and arrow. Yes, hi. Okay, well, if you've seen me, I'll just switch to the pistol. We're either going to get into a wolf struggle here, or I'm going to shoot this wolf. We will find out. Well, neither happened. Because I missed. There's the bullet hole. Alright. We fine, though.
Kill him, he says.
Ooh, kill him. He's gone now. He might be back. We'll definitely find another wolf before we leave Mystery Lake. They are everywhere. Owen, are you dying?
Alright. Yeah, choked on my saliva.
Oh. I didn't know if that was bronchitis developing from the wine you swallowed earlier.
No, just choking on my own spit. I'd rather choke on someone else's. I'd rather choke on yours, wink.
Oh.
But don't give me bronchitis, though.
When I said kill him, I didn't mean Owen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, bunch of birch. This will be useful for arrows. I have an arrow, which means I have an arrowhead. I'd like two,
Nice.
but I would mostly just like a bow.
This pack is
If I did stay in one place long enough, I could easily get it, but
Right.
not super doing that. I'm moving around a lot. At this point, I'm pretty established in terms of gear. I really, if I'm going for long term, I should just find a place and start building up.
They should let you do more with that birch bark.
They kind of do. They made it so you could turn it into like restorative tea. That works a lot.
Yeah,
like
but like birch bark is, it's really useful because it's one of those papery barks. So you can strip it and like make it into like twine to make like slings, for example, and it burns hot and fast and loud.
Right.
It's a very useful.
Yeah. Sorry if you can hear the dog. I know my mom is home.
Can you bring
so-
your dog on stream?
No,
Why not?
because I don't like her.
Fire. You said the same thing about your last dog until you got another dog, and you're like, I like that dog.
Yeah, well, that's just how I am. I like something. Like, I don't like something until there's something else I don't like more.
You like that dog. You just need an excuse.
No.
I know you, Joseph.
Yeah.
I see your heart and soul.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
No. No. She's also just not allowed upstairs because she pisses and shits up here all the time. Like, all the time. If she's up here for more than, like, 5 minutes, she is probably already pissed and shit up here.
She pits and shisses.
Yes. Morgana's more than allowed on stream. Sometimes she pops in.
Yeah, but cats aren't as good as dogs.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Which one's a man's best friend, Joseph?
I don't care about that. Pitted and shitted on the rug. Yeah. That's what she do.
You're gonna cry.
Come pants.
Dance maybe? Piss and shit maybe?
So... this area, the reason why I say I always die at Mystery Lake is because of this area around here. Because I don't know if you remember, but there is a log that you have to walk across very precariously.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. And I...
Do you always fall off?
No, but I had like a 60-day adventure that I was moving to I would think I was moving to Desolation Point so I could make arrowheads. And I fell off of that log right here, and I was like, fuck this game.
Can't believe that's what does it for you.
Yeah. Well, no, Mystery Lake in general does just kind of kill me at points. Like, I'm like, okay, suddenly there's a wolf in a place that I can't get like away from, or oh fuck, there's a bear that I didn't expect, or the cold or lack of food kills me. The runs.
Dude, I'm so bad at the challenge run where it starts you off getting attacked by a bear.
Yeah, I haven't done that one much just because I'm like, that sounds miserable.
I'm not sure I can
It like literally starts you off getting attacked by the bear, and then you run inside a cabin where there's some mild supplies and you gotta escape. I'm so bad at it.
Right. Sorry. Sorry you all had to experience that. Had to just snap a rabbit's neck.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, we'll do that in a second.
It's absolutely brutal.
Kill
Who
the
killed the wabbit?
the wabbit is dead. Hey, an arrow! Fuck
Can you
yeah.
imagine if that's how the Looney Tunes went? He's like, I'm hunting wabbits.
He throws a rock at Bugs. Bugs is like, ow! And then he just fucking snaps.
Yeah,
his
he's like nails him in the head. He's like, ah, and then he breaks.
You know, I don't know if it'd be as beloved as a family Saturday morning cartoon then. Be a very...
I don't know, man. You see how violent Tom and Jerry was?
Yeah, well, that was all, cartoony. There was never any, like, oh, fuck, he just snapped Jerry's neck. Like, it was kind of whatever. Tom and Jerry is an amazing cartoon.
You say it's like he never got his neck snapped. I remember an episode where Tom got skinned.
That's fair, actually. That's pretty fair.
I also remember the scariest episode, which was a reference to an old radio show, but it didn't carry over because we didn't know about it when we were kids, so it was just scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tom looks at the camera after getting blown up by Jerry, and he just goes in a really deep voice, "Don't you believe it?" And it's like, oh shit.
You're like, oh, the fuck? I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a reference to some old radio play.
Whack. Radio plays are interesting.
Those are good. 12 Angry Men was a decent radio play before it got turned into a movie.
Right.
12 Angry Men, great film.
Right. All right.
Classic.
Let's carve up some of this deer. Probably also grab some guts because they're pretty useful.
Yeah, get in those guts. Stir up those guts.
Ooh.
Destroy those guts.
These guts getting stirred up. Oh, my character is hungry, and real life Joey is also hungry.
Apparently, Gabby White made mac and cheese and kielbasa for dinner.
Mac and cheese.
See how that is. She really fucked up shepherd's pie last time she made it.
How did she fuck it up?
Well, remember how we were playing D&D and I had to leave like 2 or 3 different times? She almost set the apartment on fire.
It was because of shepherd's pie.
Yeah, she was making shepherd's pie, and also she forgot to drain the grease, so it was super soupy.
Oh yeah.
And it got real messed up.
Oh my god. Shepherd's pie did
So
that.
that's what that was.
Oh, I see. That's wow.
Yeah.
That's funny. Alright, let's cook up the rest of this venison. As I have harvested this deer. Oh my god. So what do we got for time? It's 5:21. It's about close to 3 hours.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Oh, it still just tastes like Burger King. It's been hours.
It's been hours
Ugh.
and it still does not taste good. Oh,
Oh, God.
apparently if I have a mountaineering rope, I can get down here. Yeah, like, fell off that tree right there. Dead.
And broke both your legs. Burger King would do that to you. Look, Burger King's great, but when it's mixing with wine burps,
Oh, wine burps do
it
not
doesn't hurt
sense.
me like McDonald's hurts me though.
You don't get nightmares from
McDonald's
Burger
is something different.
King. McDonald's does something to me.
Yeah, it's not as good as Wendy's though. Don't fall off.
Yeah, I'm being very, very careful. Crouching even. I have no idea how I fell off. Oh, you know what it is? You know how
I don't know. It's pretty wide.
Do you know how the Long Dark just sometimes has funky hitboxes with slopes?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure right here I tried to go up and I got stuck, so I had to shift off to the side. And then I just fucking fell.
It's just...
It's got funky hitboxes. Also, how do you... Oh, I guess that's how you can get from Coastal Valley to Mystery Lake. That drop-off makes you feel like, I don't think I can walk back up there. But, I guess I can. Alright. Railroad. Zoom.
Zoom. Red Robins.
Zoom.
This stream is sponsored by Red Robin.
I wish it was. I wish I was getting money from some sponsor.
You should set up a subscription system.
Well, I get something like that once I hit 50 followers. Because I can get
How many do
subs.
you have?
I have 42.
Oh, you're getting there.
Yeah. Just need 8 other people. So if anyone right now is watching and have not followed me yet, please do for more hilarious content like this. Gotta get an OnlyFans.
Granted, I'm not here for every stream, but you know,
Yeah.
the
Who's here?
comedy is only cut by 3/4 when I'm gone.
Wow. I can really feel
I'm
the
not saying
dig
you're
there.
not, Joseph. I'm not saying you're not funny. I'm just saying I'm very funny.
Ah, of course. Gotta get an OnlyFans.
Send those feet pics, Joe.
I think I'm okay.
Send those feet pics.
I'm all set there. He is a comedy genius. No!
Yeah. Yeah, he's just quoting you, Joseph.
No!
He's just quoting yourself.
No. That's not it. There's more to it. I was being sarcastic at the time because Owen made a
but you
really
can't,
bad joke.
You can't tell that over text, though. I also remember one of the only things saved in our Snapchat chat is a screenshot that I sent you of Pokemon Go. Of like it was like a Dragonite and like I'm a champ or something, surrounded by Caterpies. I was like, oh shit, a Caterpie.
I think.
And like you saved it and you were like, that was actually really fucking funny.
I think what happened was you sent it and I saw it and I was about to say it as well and then you did. And I was like, fuck, our minds. Some of our comedic timing and words are very, very similar.
Yeah, the difference being you have a knack for comedy and I'm a comedic genius.
Oh, I see. One of us has talent and the other one's just worked very hard. I'll let you decide.
Joey, I have never once worked for my comedy.
Yeah. Oh, maybe actually, hold on. I don't think it was the log. I think it was this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might do it.
I think this killed me because there's a broken off section.
It's like Stand By Me.
Yeah, it is.
Did you ever go up, like you follow the train tracks near the Peru Bridge, and you go up to like the abandoned like mill/factory thing?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
This place is cool.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty,
spooky.
it's spooky.
Remember a bunch
Yeah,
of
right.
Smoked weed and did drugs and shit.
Didn't do that part. Yeah, it's this. This killed me.
This makes a lot more sense than that log.
Yeah. I was like, there's something that you can just fall off of. And I remembered the log, but I guess I forgot about this. Alright.
I'll be right back.
We're good. We lived. We survived. Oh, it looks very pretty. Give me the coastal highway. You gotta get outie. Check my phone real quick. Alrighty. So I'm gonna head to Coastal Highway. That place is also very easy. Mystery Lake was pretty easy. We didn't spend a lot of time there because I spent a lot of time at Mystery Lake before, so staying again is not that fun for me. Coastal Highway, I've also spent a lot of time here, but it's very easy. There aren't that many wolves, and where they are, it's pretty concentrated. There's a lot of open space in Coastal Highway is just, if you're starting this game, it is a pretty easy spot to just be like, yeah, I can learn the game from here. Mountain Town is also like that, but we probably won't go to Mountain Town due to the fact it's kind of annoying to get to. But I'm going to try to find some place to go sleep because it's becoming night and I'm stinky and I could really use a nap. All of these things would be great. Real life Joey could also use a nap. Why is there so much coal just like chilling out over here? I'll take it, but what's up with that? Why is there so much of it? You sound like a baby, stinky / need a nap. I'm stinky, I need nappy. I am baby. I am baby. Baby is me. Alright. I think I'll have to ask Owen about it if he remembers when he gets back, but they're adding something new in a survival aspect to the Long Dark, and I think they're like a couple of tools. I can't remember what they are. Slash, if we even know. I think they've been announced. I might have to Owen see if he can look at the dev diary while he does that. But yeah, here's Coastal Highway. It is in fact a coast on a highway. They tell you like it is. It's not like Mystery Lake where you have to figure out what the mystery of the lake is. Maybe that's the mystery all along. Maybe the mystery was the friends we made along the way. But there we are. Let us descend. Oh, my legs are gonna fucking snap. Don't do it. Let me descend all the way without breaking my legs or my arm, because for some reason it does that. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. Ooh, a house. I think a bear can spawn around here. I vaguely recall bears just being here for some reason. And I don't care for that. I don't care much for bears. So
Don't you love it when the people that you live with just like don't flush the toilet?
I know who you're talking about.
You say you know who I'm talking about. It could be either one.
Oh, really? Then in that case. I don't have that problem as that much. I still kind of do, but not nearly as much as you do, I'm assuming.
But Christ alive, how hard is it?
Flush poopies.
You sound like a baby, stinky / need nap.
Yeah.
What was that in reference to?
Well, I'm stinky in-game, and I'm very tired.
Uh-oh.
I'm stinky, and I need a nap. I'm also carrying around a fucking rabbit that I will now skin.
A fucking rabbit.
Fucking, well, yeah, it's a rabbit.
It's what they do.
Yeah.
Have you ever, like, microwaved McDonald's or some other fast food like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure I have, but I don't remember it. I don't imagine it's good.
It really does emphasize microwave food. Also, the thing is happening.
The thing.
Yeah. Microwave BK
Microwave
Leslie.
BK.
Thought it was as
Well,
hard as a
sorry,
rock.
it's a rock. Well, did you put any, like, water in with the bun?
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't think of that.
Well, because of course it's going to dry out. Otherwise, bread dries out when you put it in the microwave. You got to put in, like, a little cup of water to keep it moist.
That shit should just be moist. I was busy
drinking
drinking water. I was busy staying hydrated.
You got to put in, like, a little thing of water, like a little custard cup of water or something.
Oh, and I was talking about this stuff when you weren't here, but I wanted to ask you about it if you remembered it as well. I know they're in the new the dev diary for this. They were talking about how they're gonna have 2 new tools for survivors. Do you remember what they were?
I don't recall, but I can look.
All right. Maybe I don't even remember if they announced them per se. I remember them saying that they're gonna add some new things for survivors.
I don't recall, but I can look.
All right, yeah, that'd be cool. Because I do have like a small list of things that I think this game could like use to help people along. I think something to help cure things faster would be amazing, but perhaps that will not happen. God damn, I don't like having to wait like at a minimum of like 6 days for a bow.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they say. They just say 2 new gear items.
Okay. Maybe it's like a backpack. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Why can't I take any of these discarded backpacks to put shit in?
a good point.
Let me see. Look at all this atmosphere. Look at this spooky lighting.
Spooky, Joseph. It's the Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, but look at what it's doing to all these lights.
Spooky. Like, have you ever met someone who's like, oh yeah, we went on a trip to Alaska, we saw the Aurora Borealis? Super scary.
Terrified. You know who I could believe would say that? Isaac White.
Isaac White, yeah, because he's a coward. Oh, Isaac White's not in this chat right now because he's at work.
Yeah.
So, my mother came up to visit me a little while ago
Yeah.
and brought me to do a little bit of Christmas shopping because I had like Christmas gifts.
Uh-huh.
And so I mentioned to her how Isaac White was terrified of ghosts and spirits and whatnot.
Yeah.
So as a Christmas gift for the apartment, she bought a Ouija board. Because I told her how scared he was and how he wouldn't let me buy one.
Yeah.
So she bought one for the apartment. I can't wait to unveil that. He's going to flip his shit. Like, he's going to throw a tantrum.
He'd be like, get
you
that
know
out of the
how
house.
we
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know how we do.
Yeah, yeah.
He's going to throw
What
a
a
fit.
beast.
Oh, dude, maybe the funniest thing my mother has ever done. Like, so funny.
It's like, you know what he sounds like he needs? A Ouija board.
Did Isaac White tell you about how he fell through our porch?
No, he did not.
Yeah, so we've got a little, porch, a little deck area.
Uh-huh.
Isaac White was walking up to come up to our front door, and he just put his foot through our fucking porch.
Oh my god. The poor man. So much bad shit happens to him.
I feel like some of it he does to himself.
I don't know if that one applies.
Now,
What do you mean, Aaron?
the dude walks like a moron. Have you ever talked to him about how he fucking walks?
Why would I?
He walks on the edges of his feet, and he takes the heaviest footsteps of anyone I've goddamn met.
It's a bigger guy.
He rolls his ankles, and he complains about how he rolls his ankles. It's because he walks on the edges of his feet. Like, the amount of foot that he walks on is like half a fucking centimeter.
Some people, it's a bit harder for them because of how their ankles and such or the balls of their feet are shaped.
Nah, it's not because of that. It's just because he chooses to walk like an idiot. And because of how he walks, he always looks at his feet when he walks.
Yeah.
Like, he just looks at him. He looks down. And so he runs into shit. It still rolls his ankles.
Yeah. Snapped ankle. Hello? Loons? Good old Coastal Valley. As you can see, a big difference between this and Forlorn Musket. I can walk on all of this ice.
Yeah.
It's hella nice. If there is a loon, eat it. I don't think I can eat the loon.
Oh, a bird call. I like birds.
Are you listening to this wolf?
Yeah. I think it might be a bird in audio. Oh, no, that was a wolf.
Could they be wolves? All three of them. I think
Yeah,
they're all
it's
getting themselves caught in a howl.
Yeah. At least you can see because of the Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, it's pretty bright.
Aurora Borealis is weird, man.
Yeah,
Just like, yeah, you can see the magnetic field. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
how's that work?
it's pretty fucking weird. Start blasting. I'm all set. Ammo's not exactly the easiest to come by.
The wolves just howl in the distance, like, oh, and you're like,
Yeah, that's my howl, bitch.
there's your response, asshole.
Well, this is nice. Aurora Borealis is the best Simpsons jokes ever made. I don't know Simpsons, Owen.
I love The Simpsons. Aurora Borealis. Oh, yes, during the steamed hams bit, yeah, that was very funny.
Aurora Borealis.
At this time of year, in this location, localized in your kitchen. Yes. May I see it?
No.
No.
Steamed hams.
Steamed hams. Well, it's a it's a New York dialect. Like New York. Well, I went in Attica and I've never heard of that. Well, no, not in Attica. No.
This will come in handy.
That's one of the funniest bits.
Ooh, a marine flare.
Patented Skinner burgers, which you call steamed hams. Yeah.
Okay. That was such a big joke for the longest time.
It's so funny.
Yeah. You know what's funny about fucking?
I also like the bit. It's a Valentine's Day episode.
All right.
Like, he's talking about Valentine's Day over the intercom at school. And he's like, Valentine's Day is no joke. And he flashes back to Vietnam. He's like, ah, Valentine for your sweetheart, Johnny. And like Johnny gets shot by the Viet Cong. He's like, Johnny, Johnny. And he's just like yelling Johnny over the intercom. Like, Johnny. And then Bart's just like, I broke him. Cool. Johnny! Dude, Skinner is one of the funniest characters in that show. I realize I say that about basically every character,
Yeah, you do.
but it's just such a funny show up to a point.
Right.
Ahoy, hoy.
I was saying about like Coastal Highway is it feels like I remember it being a lot more compressed than it really is. It is a fucking huge region.
Yeah, no, it's really big. It's just most of it is the lake.
Yeah.
Or the ocean, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's the ocean.
The inlet.
Yeah. You know what else is a fucking huge region and feels like it constantly? Pleasant Valley.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Pleasant Valley.
It sounds like a Sims town.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, I'm gonna move to Pleasant Valley and meet the
Oh,
land
man.
grabs.
Imagine us playing The Sims.
Dude, I love the Sims.
I haven't played them in a long time.
I started a Sims game with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Like she was playing it and I was giving input. We just made various presidents. in this Sims.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
Did you make Martin Van Buren?
No, we didn't make fucking Martin Van Buren.
Why not?
Well, we gotta make multiple households, right?
Right.
The first one we made had George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, and Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, Andrew 100% Fallout 4 is Donald Trump. He did tell me about this.
Pretty good. He's not as good as Teddy Roosevelt, though. I feel like oh my god. If I could go into New Vegas and play Teddy Roosevelt right now, that would be awesome.
Right. Good old Ted, the Rough
Teddy
Rider
Roosevelt.
himself.
He's the most badass president we've ever had.
Yeah. He's pretty cool.
Pretty cool is underselling. That's like when Neil called us his high school friends.
I like how defensive we got about that too.
Well, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like
We've
my high
talked to
school
him-
friend.
We've talked to him since then.
Yeah. We talk to
Yeah,
you like
Yeah,
weekly.
my high school friends. It's like, all right, fucking go off.
Yeah. We're like, I'm sorry, you mean your best friends ever?
Yeah, like, you mean the people who know you better than anyone else ever will? You know, I was the first person you called when you cut your thumb shaving your legs. Like,
Like I
it
just,
doesn't get closer than that.
very specific circumstance. It doesn't get closer
That-
than that.
It was on a school night, too. Like, he was like, we need to play some video games over there, okay? And so he's like, so I needed to tell someone about this.
Didn't want to go tell his dad at all.
Cut both of his thumbs, shaving his legs. Still one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
God damn.
Oh, you know what's another great Simpsons bit with Skinner?
No.
It's during the episode with the B Sharps when they introduced Homer's barbershop quartet, the B Sharps.
Yeah.
It starts at a like basically a farmer's market kind of garage sale. And there's the dude with one arm who's like the local paranoid nut.
Right.
And he's selling a like POW helmet
Yeah.
from Vietnam. And Skinner walks up like, number 2407. Oh, I was in this thing for 4 years in Vietnam. And then dude's like, small world. And Skinner wearing the helmet with the echo is just like, it is. It really, really is.
I'm really reliving that trauma. Okay,
Skinner's so funny.
I'm gonna warm up in this car for a little bit. Drink. We'll sleep a little bit.
Oh, drink a little bit. Okay. I'm in.
Really twisted your arm on that one, huh, Owen?
Nah, if you insist.
Alright. We've made it through the night, and we're about to head...
I'm done installing
Nice.
Total War Warhammer 2.
Oh, okay. So we'll be able to play that later.
Yeah.
That's a big-ass game.
Yeah, it's not small.
Yeah, that's a thing I realized. I was like, I'm gonna run out of hard drive space at some point, because I did it earlier because I was like, maybe I'll edit some stuff.
Man,
But I have a bunch of recordings of nearly every stream since I've gotten this computer.
dude, one of the best purchases I've ever made was an external drive.
Yeah, I gotta get it.
It's so useful.
It's
Like I got I think it was like
A few hundred gigs of just extra space. It's just so valuable.
Yeah, I gotta purchase one at some point. You only got me the second one. There's like 9 more races, like on DLC stuff.
I assume he means DLC.
Yeah. Well, I'm we'll see how I feel about this game. I've never played a Total War game before.
We can help you out. We can instruct you on how to play.
Right.
We can give you tips.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. If you own Total War Warhammer 1, you can play all the races that were in that in Warhammer 2 for more.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot about this in-between area between Coastal Highway and Desolation Point. You own everything.
I own almost everything. I haven't bought the pre.
That scared
I
the
haven't bought
shit
the-
out of me.
I haven't bought the previous 2. I didn't buy the paunch, the whatever, the goblin one, and I didn't buy the most recent wood.
What the-
one yet.
Get
Oh
the
shit! Oh fuck!
shit went downhill fast here. All right, Wolf, fucking shit. Yeah, I turned a corner and they were just there. They were just like, "Sup, bitch."
You know, Joseph, I feel like I've never seen Neil in one of your streams.
He's been to some, but not many.
You should give him a shit next time we talk to him. Neil, come watch one of my streams.
I have given him shit before, and he was like, "You know what? Listen here, Wolfie. This round 2,
Well, when did your nickname become Wolfie?
this Wolf,
Next time you talk to Isaac White, call him Lippy.
Lippy. Does he not like
Yeah.
that?
That's his new nickname.
I see. Get the fuck out of here. God, that
If you want to do it in full length, his nickname is Captain Lippy. What?
I got a little close there.
Yeah. You got attacked, dog.
I got like there was no warning. I just turned a corner and there was a wolf.
And he's like, all right.
And he's just like, yeah, sure, I'll fucking attack you. You're a little smelly. And then he had a second wolf buddy just like, hey, what's
Yeah.
going on over here? There's a basement around here somewhere I can hide in. There it is.
Yeah. Wolves are one of those things. I feel like if I encountered a wolf in the wild, I could kill it.
Right.
Like, I don't have any weapons, except, like, maybe a rock I can pick up from the ground. I feel like I could kill a wolf.
Yeah, well, you're just
Maybe, maybe I'll die of blood loss, but I feel like I could, like, win first before I die.
right. Well, it makes
Because,
me,
like,
makes me
put
think
the
about,
arm up, it's biting my arm, I bash its head in with a rock, I win, you know?
yeah. You just happen to have a rock at the time.
I mean, there are rocks all over the place.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like I could win first. I feel like I'll die in the long run of blood loss and infection, but...
Yeah, unfortunately, you'll never 1v1 a wolf. That's not how wolves work.
No. But I feel like in that scenario, I could do that.
Right. Well, you were just talking about how we don't visualize the size of animals quite right.
No, sure. I do because I educate myself, but
Yeah.
but like you can't fend it off by having it bite your forearm for long enough to like grip a rock and like bash its skull in.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Well, while I'm sitting down here and just relaxing, I'm going to repair most of my clothing. That wolf fight went on longer than expected. Wow, what's the... Is that... Yeah. I'm gonna also... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fully sharpen this knife, so the next time they fight them, they're like, fuck, that's sharp. Does, in fact, make a difference in the fight. I've had wolves run away after, like, 2 stabs, and they're like, nope, that hurt. Yeah. Yeah, we got about 9 minutes left. I should be able to get to Desolation Point and the lighthouse in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I can go eat. And then we can play some Total War after. I'm gonna drink maple syrup. I like the little Skyrim skill script. Like that. Or, these things. Let's see here. Do I have... I have condensed milk for water. And that's all I really have, so I'm gonna have to drink it, because I can't make a fire down here. Oh, the sharpness increases to 34. Yeah, that's how they used to do skills, and those, like, sharpening and, like, gun cleaning are just some of the 2 things that they just haven't fixed to the new system. Got some new climbing socks. Perfect.
Climbing sock.
Yeah. They have grips on them.
But like, when are you climbing something without shoes?
It's not like that. It's more the socks are made so it's shaped in a way that it provides support in areas
Right.
where you.
It's just a weird name, you know.
Yeah. All right, wolves. The fuck are ya?
All that connector.
I've got a gun, and I ain't afraid to shoot.
I've got a gun, and I'm not afraid to kill myself.
I've got a rope, but I'm not afraid to hang myself. Is that a fuck? What's his name? Andrew. You know him.
I believe it's Filthy Frank. Yes.
Filthy Frank. Yeah. Filthy Frank bit. You know something I'm not used to?
Question for God. Why?
What? The like I have a rope and I'm not afraid to hang myself joke.
Yes, I believe it's Filthy Frank.
Right. What was I saying? Fuck.
Cool, I almost just spilled a big ass cup of wine.
Oh no. Who was gonna drink it off the floor?
I mean me, but
Who was it? Pretty good one. God, why can't I remember what the hell I was gonna say? Gotta throw laundry in before Total War? Yeah, I'm gonna be eating dinner before anyway. I have been streaming for 3.5 hours and I need to step away from the computer at some point.
yeah. It doesn't sound like you're a real gamer to me.
I do this a lot during the week.
Real gamers never have to step away from the computer.
I stream about 3 hours streams every 6 out of 7 days a week. Hello? Is there something in here? Hello? Glove box? Nope. Okay. Okay. I know we're near the thing though. the
I
tunnel.
got trapped in one of those cars for a really long time once.
Oh, because of like a bear or a wolf.
Yeah, like I had 0 weapons, and like I was encircled by like 3 wolves. So I just got in the car and I chilled, and I was like, well, guess I'll starve.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a while.
I think I died in that car.
I definitely had a bear do that to me.
It's
was
like,
just
well, shit.
It's like, well, I can't exit this. And he did just keep, like, every time I stepped out of the car, he'd be like, hello.
Yeah.
I'd just start walking towards me. I actually got to a point, the only bear I've ever killed, well, no, I've killed 2. One of the only bears I've killed in this game was by, like, me peeking my head out, taking a shot with him with the rifle, then hiding back in the car.
It's like, it's rough when that happens, man.
Yeah, it's a scary time.
For the mine.
Yeah. I do not have a lantern, so this is the only way I'm going to be traversing through here.
I mean, you could just do it by feel, but
Yeah, but that's also not entertaining for people to watch.
you know.
Surrounded by snow. Nothing to drink.
I'm surrounded by rock right now, lady. And nothing to eat. Imagine just picking up salt rock and being, like, delicious. Taking
I
out
mean, have you ever
people's,
licked
like-
the salt lick when you haven't had enough salt?
No.
Should taste good.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, never done that.
And it just tastes like salt, and if you haven't had enough salt to keep yourself nutrition, it tastes fucking good.
Alright. I usually have had enough salt. My diet is very high salt. It will eventually cause some problems in my life. Oh, a sewing primer. I will take that. I'm getting a lot of books. Which is good, because that's a lot of skill upgrades. So close. We're almost at Desolation Point. We're almost... ironically enough, this is actually... I went this way when I played The Long Dark previously on stream, back on my old computer. I believe we ended at
Okay.
Desolation Point, yeah. That was one of my first streams. I remember I had Aaron help me with my bitrate stuff, and then he offered to sell me this current computer.
I'm just glad you finally got a real computer.
I've had a real computer, just hasn't been as good as this.
Right.
Like, a more modern computer is accurate.
Yes.
I'm glad Ethan's getting a real computer.
Yeah, after his, like, melted or whatever.
Yeah. We do love computers.
Hey, it's Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan's here. We stan real computers in this stream.
So, Ethan, tell me, if tomorrow you pooped out a gold egg, what would you do?
You really like Cheyenne's Theoretical, huh?
Yeah, well, I just want to hear what Ethan says, because, you know, he plays the innocent, but he's super vulgar.
We don't talk about what happened to the last one. The last computer.
Oh, I thought he meant the last egg.
He's just like, I don't talk about the eggs anymore. Not since the last baby. How heavy am I right now? Oh, 42 pounds. Yeah, that's a bit... What is it all in? Oh, I have 2 bry bars for some reason.
Dick.
Yeah. Big old schween.
What would I do if I just laid a golden egg? Yes, Ethan, that's the question. What would you do?
Just a big old golden egg just plops right out of your butt. We're also not getting the full way Cheyenne explains this. She's just like, imagine you're just on, like, the toilet, and then you hear a clink. That was just like, I don't love this. Or did I shit out my bejeweled butt plug or something? Like...
Firstly, I would wait for a month before doing anything, hide it or whatever, to see if this is going to be a common occurrence first.
Well, Ethan, apparently after a couple of weeks, it hatches and is a small, about 6-inch tall version of you.
But not as smart as you.
Yeah, it does not have the same mental faculties. It's just very small you, probably wearing a hat.
It's born with like one of those like propeller hats.
Fuck this flare. Alright. Well, I've passed the 3:30 mark, but we're almost at the lighthouse, so I'm almost about to wrap up.
Right. Oh,
We'll at least get to see your lighthouse for this stream, Owen.
yeah.
Another me.
For
not
not quite double the trouble, but like 1.75 times the trouble.
It's like 1.05. He's not that tall.
It's like 0.28 or something. Like, even it's like 6 inches tall.
Yeah. He is not a big boy. Ooh, fuck. Alright, let's stop at the church. I'm going the safest path. That might not be the fastest, but this is definitely the safest. Stone Church. New areas to explore and IT creativity. Oh. Oh, goodness.
Oh, man.
That is not the way I would have thought about that.
Oh, I told you he was vulgar.
Size is not a calculation for mischief. Oh, I see.
Told you he was a vulgar boy.
Oh. Maybe you're right. Last time I played this, I actually did find, like, a gun right here. I was very lucky.
Okay.
Right. Hey. Peanut butter. And it's a new jar of peanut butter. Ooh, hell yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty good. Another rifle cartridge.
Man, I've spent a lot of time in this church.
Have you?
Yeah. Just because it's so close to the lighthouse.
Yeah.
A lot of rabbits come around here. Like outside the fence.
What I said is only vulgar if you think of it in vulgar ways.
Oh, vulgar.
Vulgar. Or he's trying to say vorger things.
Whoa.
Whoa!
The vor? Whoa.
Where the fuck is he? That was loud as hell. Well,
I
I'll
like
just...
looking at the screen. I can see your like screen shake, like when you're like, whoa.
Yeah, I fucking freak the hell out.
You just pull out your fucking pistol. Just like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I hate my fucking mouth just jerks up as I get scooped. You stay away. We're not playing this game. Alright, where's the lighthouse? Should be right over here. Too foggy. I believe it's right, the entrance is right over here. No. Alright, we're fine. That wolf ain't gonna get me. He's just trying to be the last obstacle. Alright, we're almost there. Hello?
Oh, it'll be so sad if you die just before you reach the lighthouse.
There it is.
There it is. The precious place.
Precious. That wolf is still just like, I'm coming.
See, if you kill it on this bridge, you've got basically a straight shot. It's so small.
You're right.
So if it comes on here, you're safe. That's another reason I like this lighthouse so much. It's so easy to kill attack.
I missed the
Because
first
it's got
one.
such a narrow, like,
Yeah,
it's such a narrow pass.
it is. Yeah, sure, I'll
feels very-
harvest it, I guess.
Feels very defensible.
Here, I'm just gonna quarter it.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Dude, I
Hold
agree,
on.
lady. I've also been hungover enough to eat snow.
Right.
It was a bad day.
Alright, let's get in there. I'm
I'm
gonna
not
wrap
gonna
up.
be able to carry this load for much longer.
I'll grab a little bit of wolf meat for the road, but I
You
yeah,
won't be
apparently
able to carry this load for much longer.
nice, good one.
Yeah.
That joke has never been made. There it is, Owen.
There it is, the best place in the game.
Your home, your oasis.
I do live here too often.
Yeah, you do. It's your place to be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, get me in there. I can wrap up stream and I can go eat. All right. And if we ever get around to playing this again, Noise Lighthouse. It is a Noise Lighthouse. If we get around to playing it again, we'll start here.
Home.
Yes. Alrighty, I save when I enter a new area, so that'll do it for today. And let me get to the main screen and come over here. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the Long Dark with some poetry sessions, although we kind of forgot to do some with some fires later on. Actually, I didn't set that many fires after a certain point.
Yeah.
I just kind of kept going. It's probably why I was low on water at the end. If you guys enjoyed yourselves and you do not follow me, please do. Helps out a lot. You can check out my Discord and my YouTube. I post things there. Discord mostly schedule. YouTube mostly Pokemon Nuzlocke.
Hit that bell.
Hit the bell. Subscribe. Follow. Turn on notifications. Be a part of Notification Squad. For those of you who still follow, sounds so desperate. Still follow me. When did I make a YouTube? I made it a while ago. It has mostly my Pokemon VODs on it. You could check about it in the About Me section of my channel. I don't use it nearly as much as I use this one, but maybe one day. For those of you who do still check me out, come and be every stream and all that, tiny hearts. Lots of love. Subscribe to Dun. Oh, thank you, Ethan. Does mean a lot. You can catch at least me tomorrow for some Persona 4. And then I think, depending on what I have for plans for this weekend, I might also have another stream on Sunday with Owen. Spooky stream.
Spooky.
Spooky. That'll be definitely set in stone by Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, hope you all have a lovely time. I will see you all later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining me for poetry.